Strahd's party. Alright, let's switch over to what I wish everybody.
Are you going to use that pillow?
Sit far enough back to use it.
Yeah, this is going to be better on my back.
Alright, so for everybody viewing who was here last week, I understand the setup's a little bit different now. We moved it around so that we could see players a little bit better. Also, now you are actually behind the DM screen again, finally, after some kerfuckery and some moving around. I ordered boom arms that will be here tomorrow, so when we stream on Saturday, we'll actually be able to boom everything out so that we can capture everything. Alright?
Your arms just...
I know that. So this is how they know that we're literally behind me.
Yeah.
So you guys are behind
the screen, the DM screen itself.
10 points for fucking Gryffindor.
Nah, let's be honest.
Alright, now let's take him away.
No, he's probably not.
Last time I actually did it. I mean, it was super easy to tell which one the one.
Did you get stuck in the House of Snakes too?
I wouldn't say stuck.
Hold on, watch this. I got Slytherin the first time. I cheated on the test to try to get fucking Ravenclaw, and then got Slytherin. They were like, nah, we know you cheated.
I got Gryffindor, and I think Hannah's the only other Gryffindor.
At work, yeah. Everyone else is Hufflepuff.
Dumb and Brave?
Yep.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, if I can do it again,
my wife's just
I'll try to see
she'll bash me all the
It's
time.
just so easy to tell. Like,
And she sent me a TikTok. It was like some Harry Potter joke on stage or something like that.
Mhm.
They're like, you know what's so good about Hufflepuff? And this guy stands up and goes, you know what, Hufflepuffs are excellent finders. And I'm just like, yeah, I always have to find shit for my life.
Now, let's all rein it in, now that we've had a great time in talking about the houses and stuff. We'll talk about world building and why Harry Potter is the best and worst fucking world ever built at some point in time on stream. We'll hang out with people for a little while before on a pre-broadcast like we normally do. Now, Max has coughed up basically what we did last time. He has done it pretty much every other time, so let's hear it from one of the new guys. What happened last session? What do you as characters remember happening? What is the sitch? What is the download?
Y'all left me to sleep in the fucking mud.
That's all. No, hold on, because you're recapping not for me,
Yeah.
for the stream. So
they left me to sleep in the mud, and then I get in a carriage. I'm kind of hungover, and next thing you know, Dexter pulls up, and we just agree to go, and I'm kind of tagging along, so I can't just leave them.
I was the only one
That's
that said, let's not go.
Well, realistically, that's kind of like the perfect in-character thing. Can anybody else give like a good recap? Because if I have to do
And
it.
then this dude just starts insulting Strahd in his house.
Okay, so basically what ended up happening
what happened
Was
was
to defend himself.
so I think we left off. I think, in the grave. We started in the graveyard with Strahd, Ismark, and all of that.
Yes.
So going off of that, we ended up being invited to Castle Ravenloft, Ravenloft, by Dexter, the simp vampire, Strahd.
Correction, Strahd actually invited you. If you remember.
Oh, it was Strahd, yeah.
Strahd did invite you.
Yeah.
Dexter informed you that you were known and that his
Yeah, and
master...
no one told me I was on this invite.
Nobody looked at the invite.
Yeah, nobody looked at
Hold on,
that.
realistically, your invite was supposed to go to your entire party, but since there's only one of your party left, which is you, kind of didn't get that. So it kind of goes the same thing with our wonderful healer friend over there. The rest of her party was supposed to get an invite too, but they all kind of died. And the same thing with the half-orc. Her party was also supposed to get an invite, but they all kind of got mauled to death. So
You and I are the only ones like
so far out of everybody, the smallest party, these two idiots, have managed to survive. Which, by the way, just makes me utterly happy. Because a wizard who heals things, which makes no sense to anybody, and a blood hunter who hates lichens, who is one, It's the most beautiful combination I've ever seen in my life. Hola. Oh, welcome back.
So we got invited to Ravenloft by Strahd. From that point on, we left with Irina. Going down, we ran into these turd nuggets on the side of the road.
Like, fought some baddies.
You didn't run into us. You almost.
Yeah, we ran into them.
No, Irina almost ran over.
Irina was the one driving. Not
Okay,
any of
but y'all
us.
were all
Irina's a
opposites.
human, and you guys were running down the middle of the road at night. Away
Y'all
from.
are
Why was she
accomplices.
driving? She's the one who got the
She
car.
owns the cart.
And let's see, yeah, we fought wolves and a werewolf who I got called a traitor because I attacked him in werewolf form.
Oh yeah, he spazzed out for like a full minute and then came back to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we,
Right down the fucking road.
after they decided to come with us, they joined our party. We ended up at the gypsy camp.
Yes.
Where we had our prophecies read by Madame Maeve. We had the Conjurer, the Hooded One, the Philanthropist, the Dark Lord, and the Mist read to us. Those were our cards. After that, we basically got jiggy with it, the entire party. Lightweight Changeling passed out in the dirt. I got, I guess,
we know.
as the DM said, I got ravished by an older gypsy woman.
Yep.
And the rest of them slept. From there, we headed off, where we then ran into Dexter, who, even though I said, let's not go with them, he said that if we did go with them, then they would find out where Irina is. And so, in the interest of protecting Irina, we went with them to Castle Ravenloft, where we're beginning to attend Strahd's party after, of course, I insulted Strahd in his own house, and I think I'm in the middle of getting my ass handed to me. I already lost a hit point from him, so I think that's where
Just
we're
grab it violently.
Grabbed him by the what?
Violently.
Yeah,
Just grab it violently. He immediately let go. Do remember that. He's not trying. He promised you like no harm for the most part, but you also basically called him a pup to his face. So it'd be the same thing as if any other of like the lichens came over to you and called you a whelp or a pup and like slapped you in the face. Like pretty disrespectful in his own house.
Yeah,
by the way.
I called him a spawn quite a few times.
Yeah, and then I literally rolled a d4 to see how many you could get away with. I rolled 2 and you did hit 3, so I'll just be open about that one. Anybody else have any other comments, concerns, or any other recap that they want to put in there that they find important? Very well, then we shall get started. When you open the doors, will you do me a favor and just scoot this and flip it over?
I actually did think of something. I just want to double check something.
Alright.
Okay, so we did make a healing potion for myself. So
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
This is where all your characters come in. Yep. So I do need to grab one person. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah.
Wait, why am I in the front?
I mean, realistically,
I should be like more like in the middle.
does it really matter?
Is this Strahd?
Yeah.
Put him in front of me because he's kicking my ass right now.
Oh, he let go. You're perfectly fine, all on your own.
He's threatening.
He's just holding your hand now.
Oh,
Oh.
by the way, time out real quick. Side note for everybody involved. Alex, you were good on audio last time. You're fine. Andy, you're a bit loud, just like me. You three, hard to hear on audio. So if you could speak up, just not even a whole lot, just this much. Like you guys are sitting at a 5 and need like 6 out of you.
Use the voice you use.
Okay, cool. Put a demerit on max.
Put in the what?
A demerit on max.
Oh, and I think I still have inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big
you
Martins.
what? What? A demerit, right? It's a joke. I would never do that to my players.
I brought the happy note.
Why do you look at me?
It's a joke. Alright. Let's see. The ornate outer doors of the castle hang open, because you guys will open them. Flanked by fluttering torches and iron sconces. 20 feet inside the castle is a second set of doors. Clearly standing right behind Strahd. Who has greeted you, because he was just standing there admiring the stonework as you guys came in. Almost expectantly. The doors in front of you suddenly swing open, revealing a grand hall filled with sound of organ music. Alright, so when those doors swing open, there, on the other side of the doors, and I don't have to figure it out, I'll just stick something over there. I got it! Let's move him a little bit closer to our doors. Stands an elf. Older.
That's an old ass.
Refined.
Yeah.
Welcome to fantasy! When you pretend that the figurine is, Thanks, Tom Howard. But, there stands an elf. Clearly a chamberlain, however, fully decked out, ready to go. As those doors open and you turn, do me a favor and take that wonderful, beautiful vampire and just move him away. It's completely. He's no longer there. The elf kind of lazily bats an eye at you, does a slight bow, as if he's supposed to, and then goes, "Yes, my name is Radin. I'm here to show you the dining hall where you shall be having a party with our master." Radin. For you guys spelling this, it is Rahadin. Radin.
I just spell things the way I think.
Orby, if I remember correctly, you are a wood elf.
High elf.
High elf. He looks like a wood elf, but different.
Yes, I'm high elf.
Okay. He looks like a wood elf, but different. Like a bit different, but like a little, but like.
Is he spawn?
No, he's not. He has nothing indicating from anything, from any holy, no nothing. Same thing with your senses and smells. Gives off no inclination that he is in any way, shape, or form vampire, werewolf, anything other than an elf.
Can I tell if he's under a spell somehow with Arcana?
You're more than welcome to roll an Arcana check, yes.
Can I roll? Would I get advantage for that?
To see if he's under a spell? No.
To
To identify him, or to identify if he is a monster of some sort, then yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do like that to see if he's anything other than being a wood elf.
I got a 10.
Perfect. You have advantage to see if he's under a spell. Because
I
you
was
are
about to say if I
a wizard.
could do that.
I got a 10. 10 for Arcana.
Okay.
17.
17. From what both you guys can tell, he's not under a spell, and he is not a wood elf, but he is an elf. He's just similar to a wood elf.
Okay, so I have a 22 for Arcana.
He is not under a spell.
Okay.
Would he be a drow?
No. Drought. He would be ebony of skin and white of hair.
That's like a dark elf.
He
thing,
is
like Golden
more-
Shores, right?
He's more tan of skin, which is seen more along the lines of either what is considered a wild elf, which is known as the moon elf,
Yeah.
or a wood elf because they spend a lot of time out in the woods and in the sun, but has more leaning towards what would be a drow, except for he is raven of hair
Could
instead of
he
white
be
hair.
a mix?
I don't know. I mean, you guys are more than welcome to do any other checks that you think you could do to try to figure out what he is, or you could talk to him. One or the other.
I'll just. I guess we'll bring it up in conversation. I don't think it's all that important. I think we're getting swamped in.
Okay.
Hello.
He leads you into the hall that he's sitting in, the great entryway. The cobwebs stretch between the columns that support the vaulted ceiling of a great dusty hall dimly lit by sputtering torches and iron sconces. The torches cast odd shadows across the faces of 8 stone gargoyles squatting motionlessly on the rim of the domed ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling frescoes are covered by decay. I almost said frescones because I don't understand what words are because I do marine.
You have a timer set.
No!
When there's a
But guess what? I didn't put the pizza in yet, so
Right.
I preheated the oven. Yes, please.
when there's a thin
You
veil of
said
smoke
8 gargoyles?
There are 8 stone gargoyles squatted motionlessly on the rim of the domed ceiling.
I don't trust them.
I would like to do an Arcana check on
Are we doing
this.
meat lovers or cheese?
Yes.
You only have one pan.
Meat lovers.
Meat lovers.
Love that meat.
Can I see if the gargoyles will come to life, like with Arcana?
Oh, are you provoking them in some way, form, or fashion?
No, I just want to know if they are actual creatures versus.
Honestly, they're pretty. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, you can, but the DC is gonna be very high because they're very far away. And Arcana means that you have to be able to see the sigils and stuff that are on them, or any sort of arcane implementation that should be upon
Is
them.
it something else like insight?
You could insight it, but it would also be extremely hard considering they're made of
I'm
stone.
gonna try
Would I have
anyways.
advantage?
Yeah, no. They're way too far away with your human eyes.
That's a new.
No,
What if
Maybe
I
use
The
investigation.
answer
use
is
my
no.
owl?
The answer is no.
I do not.
Maybe use
What's that?
investigation.
What if I use my familiar, like ward or whatever?
You are more than welcome to do that as you're being led through a great hall.
You know what? I wrote these two.
You know what? I'm just gonna glance up and see what I can. Apparently not much. I rolled an 8, so.
There are gargoyles. They're probably made of stone.
I'm not.
Look, here's the deal. I'm gonna look you dead in the face right now. That's Dungeon Master player. From where you are, and as you're moving through this area, it is going to be extremely hard to tell if at any point in time those suckers are going to be like, oh, fuck that, and come down and hurt you. However, I will tell you that they're far enough away that if they do go, aha, you could be like, oh, I knew it, before they get to you. So it's never going to be a surprise.
Okay.
You can tell by distance that you're good to go.
It's just gonna be like, ah, shit.
The
yeah,
sus
buddy.
the sus can remain. However, I will tell you right now, I cannot surprise you with them.
Good.
At least you think that I can't surprise you with them. That is what
I
your
don't
play.
like
Hold on.
that answer.
I understand that, but that is what your players perceive. It is such a great distance, and since there's so much light in here, you should easily be able to perceive them coming
Can I
towards
have
you.
my weapon?
Not only that, but they're made of stone. If they bat stone wings come at you, you should make a lot of noise.
Can I roll perception for valuables in the area?
Sure.
I would not try
Don't
to steal them,
steal.
20.
though.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, buddy. No.
We're in a long hole.
No.
You are in a great grand hall.
But
That
there's
is,
frescoes.
that is
Why not?
hold
Show
on,
off
that are
some
dusty
things.
that you can barely see.
Why is this castle so
I'd like to
unattached?
show off.
He's got one guy right here.
He is a mess. And
You know what?
needs to get
Actually, as a
better
matter of
employees.
fact,
He said use it.
But doesn't he also have Dexter? So he has
I'm
two
sorry.
skills.
He needs better employees.
I need a volunteer. Raise a hand. Perfect. Both of you. Let's see how it goes. Roll a d12. Roll a d12. And then add 8 to it and tell me what you did. Or no, I'm sorry. Roll a d12 and a d8 and tell me what it is.
No.
2 dice. I love it.
Can I roll 2?
No.
No.
We already.
5 and 4.
So 9. Oh
And a
lord.
9. Did I roll a D8? Why is there a 9 on this D8?
It's
That's-
not D8.
Looks like a
It's
D20 or a D12.
Oh, that's a D8.
Yeah, the one that has 2 pyramids stuck together. That's a D.
That should have just been like 15.
Ah.
14.
14. Okay. I love all of this because actually the best part is I can combine these. Don't you look behind my dungeon
I
masters.
can't even
I will-
see anything.
I will fight you.
I wouldn't be able to read
Fight.
from here.
No, because the chart that I'm going off of, he can see clearly.
I can?
Well, he could if he could see anything. But
Yeah.
I
Here's
usually
the
do
deal.
glasses anyways.
Me too.
a D4, one of you. Either
You
one
got
of you.
Yeah, you've been luckier with the dice.
That was one.
Right in the
3. From behind you, 3. Like Vistani. Just smash past you. And they're like, and they like say some stuff in Vistani. They're like, super brutal, and you're like, what the? And they just like go. They head past you, and then they bank it. Going basically this direction, up a grand set of stairs.
What?
So you know where your dice are? That's a set of stairs. I didn't have time to draw a huge
Why?
set of stairs. Why?
Why did they go?
I,
Why are
you
they
know.
We cannot question the stuff.
You could. Oh wait. Oh, they eyeball you hard, going right past you. Because what do you look like right now?
Just a human. Just a guy.
Guy.
Just a.
Just a guy.
You're
Thank you.
You're a
All right.
You're a changeling.
Oh yeah.
Looks like a normal human male.
Yeah.
I'm human, I swear.
What is a normal human male?
Think of a frat
This
guy.
is Dungeons and Dragons. There's no real
Like-
normalcy across the
I
board,
think I
realistically.
look right now.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I asked
This
the,
is
Long
you.
hair,
To give
short
me a
hair.
description. What do you look like right now?
Well, yeah.
I asked the weird fucking elf what that was about.
We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
And you need to do that in character with Missy.
That is the character. What was that about?
Actually, I look like an elf, but I still have like that scar on my back and everything. But
Kind
they
of comes up the neck. a
yeah,
little bit.
kind of barely.
Oh, what kind of elf do you look like?
I look like a high elf. Just
It's a copycat.
Okay.
It's washing out.
You've returned leading. You are one of a kind. Very well. As they bump past you, and you look over at the elf who's leading you off, and you guys start to turn and come down this way, down this hallway. And you guys are like, "What is that?" And he's like, "They're here to see somebody about something." I don't know.
Big.
And he leads you all the way up to these large doors. Alright, let's move and the torchlight flutters against the walls of this vaulted hall. The east, an arched hallway stretches for 20 feet, ending in a spiral staircase that goes up and down. Next to the hallway, a suit of armor, oiled and glistening, stands at attention in a shallow alcove.
Stay away from that.
Lyra moves away from it, like in a group of people.
To the west, the large double doors hang slightly open. A steady, bright light escapes through the opening. Swells of organ music come from behind the doors, spilling their melody of power and defeat in the hall.
Let's go that way.
Oh, as you guys approach, the doors open.
Of course they do.
Let's go that way.
Oh, I said it.
3 enormous crystal chandeliers brightly illuminate this magnificent chamber. Pillars of stone stand against dull white marble walls, supporting the ceiling. In the center of the room, a long, heavy table is covered with fine white satin cloth. The table is laden with many delectable foods: roasted beast, based in savory sauce, roots and herbs of every taste, sweet fruits and vegetables. Places are set for each of you with fine, delicate china and silver. At each place is a crystal goblet filled with an amber liquid with a delicate, tantalizing fragrance. At the center of the far west wall, between floor to ceiling mirrors, stands a massive organ. Its pipes blare out a thunderous melody that speaks in a tone of greatness and despair. Seated at the organ, faced away from you, a single, caped figure pounds the keys in a raptured ecstasy. The figure suddenly stops, and as the deep silence falls over the dining hall, it slowly turns towards you. Ah. Yes. Welcome. Please, have a seat. What are you doing?
Okay, so it's Strahd. So I guess.
Oh yes.
Oh,
He definitely looks different now.
well, I don't like that.
Last time when you saw him, he was just like a normal garb and everything. He actually appears to be well dressed this time. He does have a bit of armor on him. He has a much nicer sword on him.
Good for you.
Whenever you do that, you notice that out of one of you, a flutter comes from your shadow and it darts towards him and goes into his.
Has he been spying on us?
Is it Toby?
Oh no, I see that you were greeted by one of my shadows. It's fine.
Spy.
Wait, did it come from my shadow?
Or one of ours.
We shall see. Who is the traitor to be?
Spy.
You. It's right out of your big shadow.
I mean, it's a lot of space to hide.
Yes.
It is a lot of space to hide.
She's just like broadening up her shoulders more.
I guess I'm just gonna walk forward, grab the wine goblet and give it a sniff to see if there's any.
It smells like a very fine brandy.
Yeah, can I just check to see if anything is
Any
I
like
grab
anything
plate.
poison, anything that would alter our minds.
You're more than welcome to make a medicine check.
Ooh,
I-
I have advantage on it.
You should actually do that.
One at a time, please. I have one good ear. I have one good ear.
I will do a medicine check as well.
Medicine check. Anybody else? What are you guys doing?
Oh,
Is there anything
why
else
this-
I can do?
these
Can I
are
do a
your
perception? Because I have some proficiency and not medicine.
I need to get some dice.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking to see if it's good, if I can tell if it's good.
Yeah, but I have to raise the DC because it's a lot harder to see than it is the average.
Challenge accepted.
Very well.
21.
Without investigating
What are you investigating? What are you looking for?
the food and the wine.
You're gonna like pick up the food. Like what are you looking for underneath?
Oh,
or
this
in
looks
the
tampered.
food?
Actually, you know what? I just sit down and let them.
Hold on, watch this. Investigation's more like touchy feel, try to figure something out,
Oh.
right? Perception's like looking over, see what you can ascertain, or view from a distance.
What about smelling?
That's also perception.
So can I run do a perception since I had like keen smell and everything? Because
You could, technically, yes. You could. What was your medicine first?
6.
I got a 15.
From what you can tell, is not poison.
21.
I'll take that.
21. No, it's not poison.
Fermented? Was that medicine?
But that's knowledge that you don't know, Missy. That's called
I
investigating.
rolled a 15.
You would also know that's not poison, actually.
Lyra starts making a plate for herself.
Yeah, I started eating
I got a
immediately.
4.
It's good to go.
I started eating
It's probably
immediately.
This is the best alcohol you've seen since you got in this piece of shit place.
I guess I'm gonna just raise my goblet and just be like, kind of like cheers them almost,
he bows a
and
little bit
then
towards
take
you.
like a small sip. But I'm like
No,
still,
it is a fine brand.
I'm still like eyeing him.
It
while I
is.
sip it.
It is warmed.
Ooh.
It is spiced. As a before dinner brandy should be. It is in the proper crystalware.
But
Or
I steal it later.
Steal it.
Later though, when he's not looking.
I like how we were.
You just
invited
had a
to this
shadow
guy.
spying on us. They're gonna know.
Well,
I
You know
smell-
what? That sounds like a future party problem to me.
Yeah.
But
I giggle to myself, smile, and take a big old swig.
I'm sure you
Lyra
can
like
destroy
makes a
it.
plate.
I'm already
Okay.
down mine.
Yeah.
I'm looking for it.
I'm the only one that knows to sip this shit.
I start eating, shoveling that food.
Well, what's a swig to you?
How about we say
It's sip.
No, like I said, I was taking
Swig
a
is like a mouthful. Like that's a swig. A sip would just be like, which is what you do with brandy.
Does that help?
a little bit.
Swirl it around your mouth.
Yeah.
For this.
You literally just get like a little bit in your mouth and you just drink that.
Oh no!
I have one energy.
Which is the worst thing I did because I had like $100 bottle or
So
$100
back
glass
up to the top.
of whiskey that my
That's
neighbor
okay.
gave me, and I just took a
Oh,
whole mouthful of it. So I was like,
Well,
no.
you said you don't like Jack Daniels, right?
No, dude.
But is that every whiskey?
Oh, that's not good.
I like TX whiskey.
Nope.
and
Whenever I
like
play that, it plays
labeled,
music. Actually, people
Johnny
think
Walker.
try to put in to tell me what kind of music they think I
The one that's
should.
like $235.
It was the $235.
Yeah. It's
That
like
was-
$35 shot. That's something you gotta sip in a glass. You can't just.
I took a mouthful of it. He was like, alright.
That's something you.
Oh, did
But,
we
um,
chat?
No,
Yeah.
fine.
Whenever I play music in here, it posts into the chat so that people can suggest music back at me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a cool little thing that I added today, along with a whole bunch of different crazy stuff. We have thematically become cooler over here, at least.
Now we just need people to talk to us.
Yes, now we just need people to suggest things who viewers of mine.
Here we go.
Please give me horrible suggestions so that I can do bad things to my players. Blame it on you. Anyways. Now.
What'd you say?
What's the name of the street?
Behind the DM_screen.
Hold up and show you.
Screen?
Yes, screen.
I got it. As I read down the
Where's my pencil?
Now, as you guys sit and partake of the wine, he smiles.
There was also food there, right? Or was it
No.
just a drink? I forgot.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pause this. We're gonna go back. Do me a favor, Kevin. Or, no, that's not how you spell that. But yes. Huzzah.
Alex, do you need any help in there?
Okay, that's not what she did.
I'm listening.
Now, as he sits there and he looks at you, waiting for you to like talk to him for a little while, and as you guys like test the food and poke and prod it,
What's that in there? Oh.
you test and poke and prod the food for a little while.
I don't.
The barbarian just sits down. As you guys are messing around with that, he kind of leans, he rubs his face a little bit, he smiles, and then you watch as he turns to mist and disappears.
Oh.
And you hear kind of like a
Okay, right
small chuckle, like an echoing chuckle that rolls through the hall.
So, is the Chamberlain still in there?
No.
So we're in there by ourselves.
The lights dim down a bit, and then you hear the opening of the door behind you, and in walks through Strahd, which is odd. It almost seems to be a game. As he goes, I see that you guys have settled in well, and you've met my organ player.
I don't like him.
He's like, please, have seats at the table. And he goes over to the head of the table, he pulls the chair out, he sits down, pulls the chair in, and he posts up.
I guess I'll do the same. I'll sit down.
This one is also armored with a nice sword.
Does it look like he changed clothing again? Or
No, it looks like the illusion that you saw over there. Or what appeared to be an illusion. Whatever the misty thing at the end of there was, it's not Strahd. The one that walked in has moved the chair, sat down in it. You're more than welcome to check to see if this one is an illusion or if this
What
one
would
is
that
something fake or anything.
Archon.
Arcana. Yeah. You have advantage to see if it is a creature.
On that
23.
20.
And that 20 plus what?
I got
5?
23.
Huh?
25.
11.
You have advantage, right?
yeah, I got 3. So it's like 6.
So, oh, okay.
25.
11.
11,
23.
23. Don't care.
17.
17. Oh,
The dice
you
roll.
3 have understood that this one is this one. Pretty solid. Not magic. You're
Sorry.
your
What's your
amulet thrumps a little bit. It's clearly undead, whatever is sitting over your mind. That one's probably Strahd.
Yeah, probably.
If you don't mind, unless you're messing around with your character sheet.
I think she's trying to log into the streams.
Ah, you don't have to.
Where's he?
And I can't see what's going on now.
Yeah,
Oh, he's covering over the thing.
Oh, she's now playing.
you didn't do any of that.
Oh, we have people.
Yeah. Oh, that's
That's me.
you. Never mind. How dare you?
Were you gonna say hello to me?
I was going to.
How dare
Yeah.
you? You tricked me.
You don't deserve a hello.
Yes. gonna continue to like take small sips of the brandy and just kind of like eye him down.
Oh, my friend's watching.
I take a nervous but smaller swig this time. As I look down at my
It is no wine. It's still fine. Fine wine. The food smells absolutely delicious.
I'm doing this out of nervousness.
Now I get that, but everybody who's sitting there, for the most part, barbarian. This food smells amazing.
I'm just eating it.
If you, it's good. I mean, like it is good. Like whoever cooked this knows what they're doing. Like,
Lyra's just filling up because she doesn't know when the next time she's gonna have something that's good again.
and as you guys are just
Are there
stuffing your
Red Bulls-
face,
Are there Red Bulls I put in my backpack?
Red Bulls, put in your backpack.
Red Bulls.
Bread rolls.
Yes, Red Bulls.
Red Bulls. No, bread rolls.
So you give me
Okay.
wings.
Strahd
Magical
just-
island.
Magical item. Magical alchemy set. Make Red Bull. Give you wings.
I just want to snack for Toby.
You don't know where to.
I ran off into the woods earlier.
I guess I'm gonna look at Strahd and be like, all right, so
I started eating.
Lord Strahd, why are you? What is the end game of this? Why do you throw this party for us who are adventurers who are known to kill monsters and such? Why would you invite us into your home?
It's to test your worthiness.
Worthy of what?
Murder you?
Whenever you ask that, he kind of sits back a little bit. Alright, creepy music, you calm down for a second. Sits back for a second. And he seems to eyeball each one of you pretty thoroughly, as a matter of fact. And he goes, I want you to imagine that you've ruled a land 100 years, 300 years, 400 years, more 100 years. And the only way to escape is to have someone be better than you. And the more you invite people, the more they fail. And the more they fail, the more you become disappointed in them.
So you invited us here to see where
Worthy.
You want us to replace it?
to replace you?
Someone needs to sit on the throne.
Well,
It does not have to be me. Someone does.
So they're just
You're
not-
looking for a release.
How do we prove we're worthy?
How would any ruler prove that they're worthy?
Kill them.
Murder?
Death by combat.
Trials.
I'm gonna say that.
The funny part is like he cocks an eyebrow at like you three, and then that one's like trials, and he goes. And he goes, honestly, you can't truly test the worthiness of someone who rules. No matter how long you sit on the throne, everything decays. Everything withers, turns to dust. There's nothing that you can do to stop it. So what makes you a good ruler? Is it someone who holds power? Is it someone who helps the people? Is it someone who knows their subjects, does not subjugate them? Is it someone who was able to rule and conquer others and expand an empire? What makes a good ruler?
What do you think?
No matter how long I live, no one has usurped or unseated me. So here I stand. Good in all aspects. Nobody has been worthy enough to be able to take it from me, via combat or any other means. So at the end of the day, I ask, what makes somebody worthy? And I find that nobody here is worthy.
I don't think he's worthy to sit on the throne.
So I look outside. I bring people in to see if they are worthy. And only those who are truly courageous come forth.
I got here on accident.
He, honestly, there really are no accidents. Not here.
I just had a little mistake.
You want us to rule together?
No.
What about,
There is one seat here.
what about the people that are suffering under his rule?
You mean the people that storm my castle once a month and try to kill me,
I mean, you are undead,
And-
so.
but no fault of my own.
I mean, you could just die.
Maybe one day. Really.
It's just a thought.
You're more than welcome to try. But until then, I will find somebody who's worthy of replacing me. Because I cannot die.
Everything can die.
If you don't know what is worthy, then what are you basing your worthiness off of?
If you're willing, we can try my poisoner's kit. I'm sorry.
And once you find this person, you're just gonna step down, no problems, no questions asked.
Maybe I'll finally be able to move on.
Move on to where?
Someplace that is not here.
So you want to spread your regime outside of Barovia and make the rest of the
No.
world like this?
Of course not.
Do you think
The rest of the world cannot be like
Do you
this.
think you deserve to move on?
Mm.
Do you see this as punishment?
How does this make you feel?
Let's start a therapy session.
Let's begin. What was your childhood?
Obviously very bad.
Why are you undead?
Because the power that these they can make me that way.
I don't.
I was just kind of quietly eating it right now. Thinking.
What turned you? You must remember what turned you. What caused you to become
I was not turned by any normal means.
He is.
So you made a pact with a god. Or a demon.
I will not say demon.
Was it a curse or spell cast by another?
No.
What if we can heal you? And then you don't have to die. And you can just leave.
Pretty clear.
As I see you as you sit now, I will be forthright and honest because that is what they wish me as. I brought you here and told you that I would not harm you. And that is true, and I will see no harm come to you by my hand, or any of those under my control.
Well, wait for
If any of you run into any other trouble deciding that you're going to run around this place, that is on you. But, as I see you right now, you are not worthy. You are more than welcome to walk up these doors and test yourselves in the wilderness of this place and come back when you think you are worthy. And I will judge you then.
You should take better care of your castle soon.
Are the Vistani under your orders?
No,
So they can just come and go in your castle as they please?
Why do you listen?
What about
they
Madam,
saved me one time.
Madam Ava?
You know what?
The old crone
Yes.
tells stories. And leave her be. She's been here almost as long as I have.
What do you know of Baba Yaga?
Wives tale.
Mm,
Some
I don't
seem to
believe
think
that.
it's just a tale.
Some no better than others.
Did she ask him about the guns?
most people think you're a tale.
Everyone thinks that I'm a fail.
And yet, here you stand, so why would Baba Yaga be any different?
This is a good question. Now, as I see, I have a carriage that can take you back to where it picked you up at when you are done buying. Or you're more than welcome to leave on your own volition. I have places to be and people to speak to. Unfortunately, as your ruler, I cannot devote all my time to you. And this land is vast and requires a lot of attention for one single person. When the people bite the hand that feeds them, it's a lot harder
You
to
might-
help those. However, the people that don't bite your hand require a lot of attention. Now, the food and drink is for you. I highly suggest you stay away from the hands, but that is what it
The
is.
creepy disembodied hands?
They're not. Disembodied is a funny word. I bid you good evening. Mm-hmm. And he stands up, pushes the chair, and he's like, if you get lost, or if you just want to find the front door, ready, you standing outside. And he walks up the door, shuts behind him, and then and you are left in the hall, alone, with a bunch of food,
Or seemingly.
a huge organ, silence. I
Are we actually alone?
don't know.
I don't trust the shadow spice.
I would like to make a perception check.
And you were looking for...
Shadows or any sign that we're being watched or not alone.
Could we figure that out by casting light or something? And seeing if
there are torches in here. It's
Well,
just...
to
they're
mess with,
high up,
to
so
mess
it-
with the shadows to see if they're distorted in any way. Maybe they're shouting.
You guys are more than welcome to walk around and investigate and perceive and...
I'm done eating. Can I try to play the organ?
Yep, please.
Yes, you are
Please.
more than welcome to make a perception check at disadvantage.
Oh, why
Yes.
disadvantage?
Because it is a gigantic pipe organ
Should be big.
that you have never seen before and is a double stack.
It doesn't have to be good.
Lyra looks to
Double the way to
Lyra looks to you. Don't throw this.
I don't think I could, even if I wanted to.
You,
Is it a disadvantage?
Josh.
You said perception or performance?
performance.
Oh,
It's a
that is a 12. I also did perception.
She managed to get like a semi sort of hot cross buns going for a little bit. It's not bad, except for it's a gigantic fucking organ. You see the door crack open at one point in time. You see an elf look through, and then shut the door.
Just put some earplugs in.
He was just making sure that you guys weren't breaking anything.
Alright,
By
so
the way,
for my perception, I rolled a 23 total.
A 23 total.
Yes.
Does anyone want more pizza?
Looking around, there are shadows.
Oops, sorry.
I mean, there are shadows in this place. What do you want from me?
Well, did you see any of them seem unnatural?
With a perception check, from what you can see, they just appear to be shadows. It's really hard to perceive them to be anything other than a shadow.
Well, then I will do an Arcana check.
You're more than welcome to do an Arcana check also.
That would be another 23.
From what you can see,
How?
the shadows do not appear to be magical. Because she has good Arcanas. Because she's a wizard, my dude.
Oh, yeah.
Is anybody else doing anything of importance or in particular at this?
There's no windows.
Party or
There's
shindig.
There's no windows or anything around, right? So we're just like locked in the room.
You're not locked.
We're not
Like,
allowed to
you
leave.
said we could leave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he said, don't get lost in the castle, you might die.
Yeah.
Are the
I think we should.
If you do get lost in the castle and die, that's your fault. I promise that nobody under my control is going to hurt you. If you think that you're worthy at some point, come back and fight me.
Are the dinnerware, plates, and all that, are any of them valuable?
They appear to be that way.
I'm gonna take some.
Yeah, I'm gonna stuff.
I will tell you guys right now, transporting that crystal is going to be really hard to do.
I'm just taking the silverware again.
You know mending?
Okay.
alright, so I think we should go
I
think we should leave and go find our arena again.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing.
Because we're going to get our
We can
asses
take the
handed to us
carriage
by
and
Yeah,
Strahd.
she can be around the area.
No.
No, they said we could take the carriage though.
I don't know where we are.
Mm-hmm.
I think we
Oh,
should.
no, anyway.
Do we have a map of Barovia, don't we?
No, we do not. We were
The
going
one
to
person that knew Barovia, you guys left alone in a cart.
I'm
Yeah.
sure whoever drives the carriage will know.
Yeah, but they'll only drop us off at the same spot.
We're dropping you right back off where they picked you up at.
Close enough. Follow the road.
I say we just walk out the castle and go down and try and find the closest town.
Is everybody done eating and drinking their fill?
I am.
Whenever you guys do, when you go to open the doors, they open. Radin is standing there and he's like, I can show you the way out. And he turns and he starts walking off in the same direction he brought you from. So he goes east. And then he faces north. And then he points towards these large doors that open up. And then the other set of doors that you forced open earlier open up on their own. And he goes, that is the exit.
We couldn't have figured that out ourselves.
Well, I'm sure
He just heavy blinks at you and says no other words.
Thank you, Ruddy.
You ought to look.
Running, do you have a map? Or where's the closest town to here?
The closest town, if you go outside the walls, and you go around it, and you fall off the cliff, is Barovia.
How about not falling off the cliff?
It would still probably be, if you walk around the side, you climb down the cliff, it would be Barovia.
Are there any roads?
There is one leading out the gate.
So he's just all around not being helpful.
He just doesn't like you. With the plastered look on his face, he just doesn't care for pretty much anybody.
Lyra just mimics the same face, just, I'm done with this kind of thing.
Can I kind of talk to him? We're probably about the same height, right?
You and Radin?
No, I don't know. He just looks big and thick, but then I remembered. That's not actually.
Also, as I walk away from it, my owl just mean mugs him in the creepy style.
His eye
Did you
just
do it?
drops out.
Like turns its head, just.
Can I morph into Ruddy and just forget?
When you do, he gives you a heavy side eye. One that probably would cut you if you weren't so edgy yourself.
The edginess on this guy.
It's like
See
two
that
razors clashing. He does not bat an eye at you, though, whenever you do that. Almost as if he does.
Probably.
You did tell me to go off the course.
Alright, so we haven't walked out in the courtyard yet, right?
No. Inside of the courtyard is a carriage that has no animal in front of it, and the door swings open whenever you walk toward it. There's nobody sitting on it either.
Does the carriage take us to Barovia?
Lyra just gets in at this point. She's done with this whole area.
If it's a different carriage, let's steal the lining.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess we all just get inside the carriage and to go back to where we were. Hopefully we can find Irina.
Well, you said there's not a driver, it's just a carriage.
It's just a carriage.
With no animal.
Alright, but I guess I'm gonna hop up into the driver's seat then. And I guess try and drive it.
You're more than welcome to do that.
Do I need to roll anything or can I just do it?
If you hop up there, there's no reins.
With no animal.
More animal. So you go, and nothing really happens. But yes, you can do whatever you want to, Max. This is a game. Funsies. If you want to, you could. Well, if you were a paladin, you could cast Spectral Steed, and you could just be like, ah.
I didn't realize that there were horses.
I did mention that. I did.
I missed
I also
that part.
It is unfortunate, but I did mention it.
We got some Hogwarts level carriages over here.
Would I be able to pull the carriage like a horse?
Or can you have Mr. Puppy?
You know, you probably could pull the carriage as if you were a horse if you really wanted to. I, as Josh, want to look at you dead in the face and say it would probably be a waste of time and effort.
So I guess we're walking.
If you guys do climb into this thing that swung its door open at you as you approach it and climb inside of it, it just goes.
Okay, let's get in.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
the
thought it was
same
just-
one that brought you last time, except for last time there was a skeletal horse that was also being ridden by Dexter at one point in time. And Dexter was sitting up there, who also did not have reins. He was just sitting up there.
Well, I didn't know that.
looks down and she's just reading.
You guys climb in. There is a journey. It is very boring.
Open the seat.
You guys are more than welcome to role play and talk amongst characters for a little bit. I will be getting up and going into the kitchen for a moment.
Is there any
You want me to take a shot?
Hmm?
You don't have to do that.
No, it's okay. I need to stand up for a little bit anyways because my knees are beginning to hurt.
I go back to whittling my flute while I talk to you.
You get the shot.
I need to finish this at some point.
Who gave me their shot glass?
No, I was just gonna crawl.
The proverbial
Please don't.
Okay.
Stand up.
meat.
Oh, that's where that little guy went.
Yep. Toby, you've been quiet this entire time, so we'll give you a piece.
Also put some Dr. Pepper in this.
Here's your shot glass.
Actually, done.
Would you like anything else, Andy?
I know.
There you go.
There was some sass in that.
Just some.
You know what's really awesome is that I did.
Oh,
I look like a freaking shadow on the camera.
Yes. And so,
I remember you running out of tequila.
well, I had 2 shots.
I just remember.
And I did both of them for you guys.
You think they refilled the wine? Check.
So I did remember your gloves.
Yes,
Oh, DM's not here. Yep, they did. Here you go, guys.
No ideas.
Or
Somehow magical refilling wine.
He's a pretty good host.
Oh no, if you guys open it up, what you guys had in there from before, so all the shit you drank, it's all gone.
Damn it.
So,
We got a new
Oh,
follower.
that's my friend.
huzzah!
Correct.
It's the
312.
exact same carriage. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, it's the exact same carriage.
I told them to watch.
Huzzah!
We didn't think about the long term
Hip, hip,
effect. though.
hooray.
You would think of the long-term effect. That you would climb back in and you would have no drinking.
How is there still Toby hair on this table?
Dude,
Buddy,
he wiped
look,
it down.
I wiped it down twice.
He lives here.
I just looked and there's like 3
But
hairs.
she also brings up a good point. Do that.
I had dog hair in Kuwait, so I unpacked all my uniforms and it's tough looking. My dog's hair. I was like,
I love dogs and cats, but I think I might just get myself a lizard.
Yeah, you do. All the time.
Or a snake.
Get a rat.
I'm avoiding the hair.
I love rats.
get a ferret.
I want
I just said I'm avoiding the
They're
hair.
stinky though. You can
Naked
get
mole
their anal
rats.
glands removed so they're less stinky.
That's what you need.
But they're
Or I get one of those
furry,
like
so
a Siamese cat or whatever, the naked cats.
Bro, it stinks.
Then you could get a little
Yeah, I want
outfits.
one. Yeah, I think we could do it. My friend who's getting
Nerds.
hates them.
Yeah, we're a bunch of nerds. What do you expect from D&D players?
Yeah, you're the one watching.
Would they
Is
say
that what you
nerds?
Yeah,
We'll bring it in a little bit.
Is that your
Do
first?
some actual roleplay real quick, bud.
that's a big shot.
How do you know we're
Oh,
not?
there's no horses.
Warm pepper.
Warm pepper.
Warm
You're
pepper.
actually wearing your boots.
Yeah, I gotta break them in.
Oh.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go for probably Christmas sprints or something tomorrow. And
So the road
Do
play,
you take one word?
or not.
That's fine.
but okay. So what's the plan, y'all?
But here,
We're gonna be dropped off in the same place we were last time.
I hope Irina finds us.
We just have to find.
How far do you think she got?
probably pretty far.
Yeah, she's on a horse.
Well, she's in her carriage. How? It was basically what, a short rest is what we were the first time.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So
No, that was a long rest.
is it a long rest?
Yeah, because we did the whole night. We stayed the whole night.
No, in the carriage ride.
Oh, and the carriage ride. Oh yeah, that was a short rest.
So that's like what, 3 hours, 3-ish hours.
Someone's trying to hit you up.
Try to what?
They don't like your Skype.
Me?
You're the only one with a tight
Tight
gray shirt. It's on camera.
Okay.
By the
Cupcake
way,
Man.
Big Shot is my buddy Zach.
Okay.
Hi Zach. Thanks for chiming in.
Oh, no, that's
Love
not
you, buddy.
I think man's one.
No, Big Shot right here. That's Zach.
Yeah, no, it's Cupcake Man.
I just noticed that.
What's my
You know what, Cupcake Man?
I am flattered. I very much am. And
Can I
it's
get
not
your
that tight.
He's just a beanpole.
Realistically, he's wearing a small and he's flaunting it for you people. Like Tom Howard would do. What a man.
Just watch later on. He's gonna get up
No,
and
it's
start
a
stretching.
YouTube thing. I'll get on. Get with it later on. Look, Zach. My buddy Zach texted me. Imagine that.
Oh, coincidence.
That was the best answers.
I think not.
Exactly.
Yes. But
Writing's lazy.
anyways, Zach, you have definitely played this campaign with me before. So far, they have managed to get pretty far actually without just getting the dead. So
I literally had my ass chewed on by a vampire.
I was bleeding profusely.
I wasn't there.
but not dead. So you know what? Pluses.
I could have sworn I heard the gates, the bells, everything.
You get the shirt at Baby Gap.
You can
Alright,
look
Zach.
at
Alright.
Feeling attacked.
Max,
They're
do whatever
attacking you
attack
with
you.
their
Well,
blood.
vampires would. But I mean, like,
Yeah.
you give off that vibe though. Like,
He's so self-conscious now.
strongest jawline here. Self-conscious. Pisses me off every time.
He's
Anyways,
got that
He's
military movie star.
He's a
look
little
going on.
trophy husband.
I told
you legitimately are. Okay, we're getting on a tangent.
No, I did tell you the best compliment I ever got about my jawline.
Oh,
Yes, yes, you did.
Yep.
is
That
that
was
street
a
over?
good
For the
compliment
rest of
too.
us?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you told me.
Yes,
Yes.
because you were not here for the iteration.
Yeah, you were not. Yeah, that was the first time.
Indeed. So, onwards and upwards. Zach, we're on our way to Valaki. Just to catch you up. Zach should understand what that means.
That's the town we were heading towards before we got that great carriage.
Yeah.
I need to
That's
grab
where
a
we
bag.
are going after Arena, or are we going after Barovia?
The cart is taking us
I
back
thought
to where we
we
left
were going after our arena
Okay.
Who was on her way
to Valaki.
to Valaki.
Okay. So that is Barovia.
It is completely up to you guys where you go. Once the carriage reaches its stop, the door opens and it just sits there.
What a shitty carriage.
Pyro gets up. Walks
What's
out.
Yeah.
Because we were at.
Yes, we don't have a choice.
Should we further here?
Yes.
No.
Oh. Oh yes.
Should we have
Yeah, because it drops you off at a fork in the road, and there stands another set of gates. You guys remember walking through at one point? Well, you don't.
No.
And one of you two don't. You don't. You don't remember walking through the gate. You all remember walking through this big, huge set of gates where the heads are decapitated and they're huge.
So we're at the very beginning again.
Oh yeah. No. This is in the middle of. As a matter of fact, there's not a stone wall anymore. It's just a set of gates, and they're like crumbled off to the side like it was stoned at one point in time. And it's just a big set of broken down gates, and the gates are like wide open, and they're like rusted open. They're like no wind moves them. They make no sounds, no nothing. It is dead silent here. And then beyond them is just a set of woods.
This is Twitch, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, it would be. If I remember correctly,
Hopefully you didn't.
He spelled his own name wrong.
But who decorates this place? He wants us to rule this place?
Yeah, it's kind of a
Orby,
destroyed.
when you climb out,
Decorates?
Yes.
Oh, just see those heads.
Orby, when you climb out of the carriage, because you weren't the last one to get out of the carriage, because you're nice, you know, we'll let everybody know. You climb out of the carriage, you hear it creaking, like the sound of like top rope. And as you turn and look back where the carriage came from, there is basically like an archway mist. And inside of that, you see a gallows and a person hanging from
Creaking rope.
a rope. And when it turns slowly in the wind, it is you. And then when you, it is gone. When you look at it again.
I want to pull out my knees. I feel threatened.
The one thing that you do remember was this cold, dead gaze locking eyes with you before you like shudder it away. And it chills you completely through the bone. You've never felt so cold in your life.
I don't like this. I don't like
I
that.
had to pick a person. Sorry.
How dare. Me of all people, I am a polite one.
Even Patriots.
By the way, Orby, you've never felt more judged before in your life. By your own dead cold eyes.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
So it's just
You're wearing that here.
Oh, by the way, yeah, no, but that's something that you
Dying.
see climbing out here. Oh no, it's just a normal problem.
No, we're going making jokes about that.
I understand that,
behind the
We need
DM screen is us, right?
but that is us.
Did anybody else see that?
See what?
You okay?
Nothing. No, fine.
The mist here will get you.
I have. Hold on that person. Huzzah! No, man. Hold on to that person. Thank you.
Well, I just said my eyes are missing.
Maybe there's some drugs in
Shoving something in my face.
So-
Yes, I understand.
So we all see her body hanging there, right?
Nope.
Or is it just her? Or do we all see variations of ourselves?
No, I only saw it. Just me.
I don't know where you're
I'm
from.
special.
It's okay, I'm insane and scared of children, so.
Yeah. I didn't know.
I thought- yeah, so we're at the fork in the road. Do we see direction signs?
That is what I was just working on, and then I found that thing. Claire. Oh, Claire, please do me a favor, roll me an E100.
I don't like when you
I-
single me out.
I know.
I'm missing a dice.
Don't worry.
Here.
Everybody's getting theirs.
Where is it?
Don't mind.
Oh, God, fine.
Nobody move. We're missing a die.
Never gonna see that.
I gotta go down.
Copyright strike.
Because I'm singing it.
21.
21.
I think it sounds
A drink sounds really, really good right now.
Yeah.
It probably would keep you from going crazy.
Anybody got alcohol?
You need to write on your character sheet at some point in time, being drunk keeps me sane.
Why?
Yes, drunk healer, my favorite. So,
In the absence of God.
in the absence of God.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, realistically, you do kind of feel abandoned. So,
I mean, yeah.
is it weird that I opened the book right back to the page of it? Well, anyway.
That's DM powered.
Yes, indeed. But you see the gates. There is a small broken sign. One points down one road like this, and it kind of tilters, and it says Barrow. And then there's one that says Valaki, and it's like pointed like down towards the ground like this, but it's pointing towards the gates a little bit.
I would like to make a check to see if I see any wagon tracks.
Ooh.
Ha!
Yeah, same.
That would be a
Somebody
survival check. Anybody who's looking for wagon tracks, survival checks.
Can I roll investigation on the sign to see which way it was originally?
Yes, you're more than welcome to do that.
16.
16. There are wagon tracks. There are wagon tracks all up and down all these roads.
I got a 17.
16 as well.
Same thing.
See, wait, no,
Same
I
thing.
didn't. I got it. 19.
The freshest looking ones are the ones that just came from that carriage that is rolling away.
Second
However, the other set of fresh ones seems to be coming from that direction through those gates.
Okay, let's go that way. We're going that way.
I got 12 on the sign.
12. They're kind of loose, but the nails, like if you push them, they still go one direction. The one that says Valaki points through the gates, and the one that says Barrow points back in the direction that you could kind of, if you remember correctly, kind of maybe you think you came from that direction because that carriage came from that way, and it's rolling away right now. You didn't come from that way. You remember that you came up to this point, you climbed inside this black carriage, and you're like, 1 and 1 is 11, so. What 1 and 1 is 11?
Everyone got their stuff right, because that thing's just kind of hauling ass away from us.
Where'd you say? I'm
Everyone's got their stuff. Like we didn't leave anything in the carriage.
It's a little late for that.
Yeah.
You know what?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I think I got everything.
Alright, just a quick pat down.
Well,
So which direction are you, ladies and gentlemen, going?
So the gate.
Through the gates.
Valaki.
As you pass through the gates, they're just big and ominous, and nothing is perceivable from them for the most part. Who here has a 16 or above on their passive perception?
Passive perception. No, I got 14.
Yo.
My other character has like 22.
There are a couple ravens that are chilled up on. Whenever you pass through the gates, whenever you're looking around, you're like, and you like look back. There are like 3 of them that are posted up.
They call us the resistance.
They're posted up right there, and whenever you look back at them, they go like flop off.
Do they head towards the way we're going, or do they
Yep.
just go? Okay, so yeah, let's go that way. Good, I'm going to turn to them and be like, a raven may call.
Okay.
Which means the resistance against Strahd. We might find some help in Valaki.
Oh, probably. I mean,
Or we
that's
might die
very
horrible
real.
Which were you saying over there? Citra?
oh,
That's fine.
You said something.
yeah, that we about ravens.
Yeah, that's good. That way.
Ah, look, I don't think you're gonna cheat. And if you do, I'll just no. I would never purposely kill any of your characters.
We're all gonna die. We've had that feeling a few times. We've had that feeling a few times.
We're fine. We're all fine.
Says the DM.
As you guys pass through the gates, it's only a small stretch before you pass into these stretching points. And it goes in for a little while, and then it curves. And it curves again. And it curves a little bit one more time. You see a break in the woods. And you exit into a valley. You guys begin meandering down this road. You go for a while. And the trek just becomes long. Arduous. Eventually, you do come to another fork in the road. This one has no sign. One goes in the direction of basically north, and you see like Bane to do all kinds of other weirdness, and then it like wraps around some woods, and then it leads really northward. And you guys know that if you remember correctly, anybody here can make a history check to see if they recall the direction that they can go through.
Sure, I can try.
And then another one jets off into the woods, but it goes northwest.
Can I look for the wagon tracks?
23.
For the what?
Wagon tracks?
No.
Yeah.
Hit. 6.
6.
23 from the history check.
Oh, you guys are supposed to be going northeast.
I can find a nap one.
Realistically, it did rain while you guys were in the castle. And these muddy ass, they're pretty tricky. Not only that, but you guys been slopping around trying to figure out if you should be going that way or that way. So you guys kind of covered everything up a little bit.
You're just thinking about alcohol at this point.
Yes, you begin to itch for that
Why
shit.
do you make me a
I
drunk?
got 60.
Excuse me, good sir.
I'm terrified of children.
I mean, that's at least more reasonable.
Oliver, would you mind if I received
Painkiller? Painpill?
yes, please.
Alright, does anyone else want anything?
I'll take one, too.
I'm good for right now. Whiskey?
I'll take the
What?
Espanol.
Okay.
Something called
Espalone.
Say it with your chest.
When I searched it up on specs, I searched because I asked you that one night, but we were both very drunk. I was like Espanol, like the name Spanish, and he said I think it's with an O, but he didn't say Espalone. I was just doing.
I
Espanol.
said Espalone to him before he left.
Y'all both want wine.
Please.
Yes.
Please, sir. If you do not mind.
By the way, for all
But
those
yeah.
watching, new and old, we are all of age.
We are all of age, including the one that
Looks like she's 12.
she does not look like she's 12. She looks like she's
I mean,
14.
she's putting on like a
Come on.
12-year-old patty face.
Give her the benefit of the doubt.
You're gonna be IV until you're
Or me.
That just means.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
It literally wasn't until like right when I turned 30 that people stopped IDing me. So
She's just like refused to heal me and stuff.
realistically, I wouldn't be surprised if she refuses to
I
heal me at some point
I
too.
only heal you because you can fight and I don't have to do the work.
Boom. Smart healer.
No, there's a PFC who's like 28 and has kids. I feel like he was younger than me.
We healers have to stick
Together.
together.
Oh,
yes. Thank you, good
sir.
Teamwork.
Yes.
Makes
From
it
behind
line.
That's another sliver of a line.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That was
I don't require that much
You want my
line.
line? I can use less line.
If that makes you happy.
If that makes you
Huzzah.
Okay, so you guys are at this fork in the road. One of you remembers that you're supposed to be traveling northwest. One of you can't figure out the wagon tracks, and all of you begin to realize that you have smashed across the wagon tracks at some point in time. At least around in a circle as you guys are figuring stuff out and taking a break realistically. Because you guys have been trudging for about a good 2 hours. It's time for a break anyways.
But it's
Even the barbarian's like, this sucks. It's thick mud on a road. You may
You
be
said the
big and
road split
muscular.
off north and which other one?
One goes northwest into on a trail that goes into the woods. One of them wraps around some woods and goes north.
I don't like either.
And that one also heads into the woods, but that's north from what you can view. It is also finally starting to get like dark.
I pull out a bolt and cast light on it. That way we have some form of light.
There's all of a sudden a bright emanation because the wizard casts light on a bolt.
And then I'll also look to y'all and tell you, I believe I remember we have to go northeast.
Northwest.
Northwest. Sorry. East? I thought you said west.
Okay, well then, do we go the northwest trail? Because that seems like the obvious thing.
Okay. Here we go.
Lyra just stares at you. Yes.
I am not going to lie to you guys. Which direction are you guys going? You go north or you go northwest?
Northwest.
Obvious.
You guys are going northwest. Come on, as soon as I find out exactly where you're going. Page 115 down.
That's me.
That's me.
That's not bad at all.
Yo.
You can do
Oh,
that with
Zach, by the way, everybody who's got the... Oh, you should have busted out the horn.
That's not bad at all.
He brought, what is it, Odin's beard?
Odin's blue? No, yeah, beard. I think it's
Odin's beard.
One.
Odin's beard meat.
Are we still on the rest?
I mean, you guys can
Skull.
take it. Old Odin's skull?
It is a sour apple juice hops with cinnamon.
I'll try and
And
taste
honey.
if you want to put some on a shot glass here.
And it has honey.
Yeah, most meat has honey.
This is heavy. I don't want to hit your laptop.
It's honey wine.
I did not know.
It is.
It's metal.
So it's like that was
like a little shot glass.
because that was like the first distinct case I did.
It could do some damage.
Do you want like a little shot glass and just try it?
I tried meat for the first time.
Like a little shot glass?
Yeah.
Or do you want to just try what's in mine? I don't think we
My
have
honey
these.
Oh,
is the.
well, Zach's not here anymore.
Uh-oh.
It's the actual flavor.
You got ashamed of my shirt.
What
Just
the
being the
fuck?
eye candy for chat.
That's who I thought.
You want some more?
Who is
That's where
that?
I do
Wait, what is it?
real time.
Like an actual glass?
I really do need to get some new glasses. That's boring.
You do need to get some new
Parenting
glasses.
like Strahd?
Anyways,
I want to hear from the
everybody else. Which?
Hold
Hold on, we need a consensus. He said that we're going northwest.
Yes.
Yes, we're
Yes.
listening to her.
Okay.
What do you want? What do you want?
Huzzah.
I was gonna say if you want a shot, I still want a shot glass.
Claire, would you like a shot of something or would you like some meat? Or a beer? Go for the mead. Mead? Do you want to try mine? Try my glass and see if you like it first?
Sure.
Alright.
Huzzah.
Oh god. I hate Christmas.
So would you like just a little bit?
What
She's
a
not
bro.
big drinker, but
I love it
she's
that
a
she
great
was like, I'm gonna sit over here and be the bartender again.
That is very cynical.
What is this? Okay, leave me alone.
You're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't pick on
You know which one of my characters would like this?
you. The dead one?
Flicker.
Any of the dead ones?
Oh no, Flicker would look like you know who also would like that? But in much more vast quantities. guy would. But
Yeah.
My other character was well.
I have a huge, massive, abyssal tiefling barbarian
Nice.
that is just
Oh,
atrocious.
If we're on a little tangent, can you tell her about the muscle wizard?
I will explain Muscle Wizard to you whenever we hit the break here in a little bit.
I was trying to
My
explain it to her with
lord.
your
I don't remember.
I feel
Oh,
like a king in a castle right now. Mwah!
you can see
Thing
it on the
is so,
camera.
yeah, the thing is so tall. It's so
It's above the DM screen.
It's above the DM. It's not behind the DM. It's above.
Raise your horn, show it.
Oh boy.
Do you want a glass as well?
If you don't mind.
Okay.
Score.
I don't know.
Oh, whenever he gets back in here.
Yeah, I was like, if it's gonna drink it, don't worry
No,
about
dude, I literally bought it just for us to be able to drink it, so do not worry.
Do not let it go to waste.
As
Otherwise,
long
I'll
as
just
it
drink
gets
tomorrow.
drank and you'll enjoy it,
it. Yeah.
it's service.
I'll return the favor before you leave.
Did you find out if you're going to be able to be here Saturday or not?
Yes.
You are.
Yes.
Ooh.
I got out of the birthday.
He's got the permissions.
You need to let me know tomorrow if you can
Yeah, I'll figure it
sniggle
out.
wiggle out of that one. Because
Yeah.
if you can, we're gonna start earlier.
You want some more?
Yeah.
Well,
So
I
that
haven't
all of
finished
us
this
can
thing. I
actually
was just
play and
texting
not be
you.
tired, right?
Yeah, I'm
Because
pretty
some of
sure
us
I'll
can
want
play
a
when
glass
we
later.
when it gets like
A
7
what?
o'clock.
Bigger glass than
We're gonna have a
this.
fun day at work tomorrow morning. You know that, right?
I don't care. I have a test tomorrow. Actually, a one I need to take and pass.
Just
So,
be
are you
fun.
are you done with going to English now that you did your?
Absolutely.
Same.
That's what I do.
I
Not
like-
doing that anymore.
I only have to go one more time and it's for the final because she's doing it.
I'm only going Monday now.
going Tuesday because it's the last class for us.
Nerds nerding out.
Gotta get that right.
Nerds nerding out so that they drink. Just a
So
little bit.
chat, how you doing?
Hey, chat, do you like my little piece of hair right here? I love it.
It looks absolutely ridiculous.
It's a character trait.
Unfortunately,
It's a
you guys
character.
weren't able to
Gracias.
proc a different thing that would make this a lot more fun. Oh, you like my Joseph glass? These things are fucking.
I've got so many whiskey glasses from when I worked at Specs. It's ridiculous.
I got it.
Skull.
Let's throw you.
Astrovia.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say in the prisoner of war camp when they finally capture me. But yeah, here's my thing. They're sending us to NTC, and I don't know if you guys have
Alright.
homework and stuff.
We'll talk about it at work.
Yeah.
As you guys take a left, basically. Are you guys, hold on, are you guys doing a short rest here? Are you sitting here trying to figure out where you're going?
Did we technically get a short rest in the carriage ride because it was 12 hours in the
You
carriage?
could have spent a short rest in there if you wanted to get.
Then we'll just do that. We'll just keep continuing on.
Alright. The Old Slavish Road, which is what you guys have been traversing for the most part, transitions here from being a winding path as you guys go along further through the Banalak Mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a popular valley. The heart of the valley, as you see a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake. Yeah, no, that's a different portion.
Uh-oh.
You guys are approaching from a different way. No, you guys go right up a road.
We forgot
My-
everything now.
My apologies. No, this is coming from a different portion.
He's pulling the second lieutenant.
A branch of the road leads west to a promontory on top,
What?
of which is first a dilapidated stone windmill and its work wooden vanes and strip bare. Basically, as you guys go up this road, you continue on for a little while, it goes up a hill. And as you go up this hill, you kind of crest up towards the top, and at the end of that is a large wooden windmill. It is dilapidated, it is falling apart, but it appears to be lived in. And on top of that, you all recognize this windmill.
Let's go.
Recognize the windmill. It's
What are we
the sigil for the creepy kid's house.
It's the sigil for the creepy kid's house.
I was not there for that.
Yes, you were.
Your character was.
Okay, my character
Hold
was.
on, you were there for 2 portions of it.
When before we got inside.
Yeah, remember the shield?
Oh.
Yeah.
Aha, so Max does remember the shield.
All right. So that's It's on the windmill, or it looks like the windmill.
No, this is the
This is
windmill.
the.
And I have no idea.
No, the weird onion dome top, the large sea. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing, even the little tiny wall that is supposed to be there, but is very, very disheveled and broken down. This matches that shield.
Let's go.
And I have no idea, right?
You two are completely blown away
I
that
Y'all
this
want to
is just a
investigate it
windmill.
and see if there's anyone.
But
Because
they,
they're like, oh my god, a windmill!
but they actually recognize it.
A building.
Yes.
What's with the looks
Yeah.
on y'all's faces?
Huh?
What's with the looks on y'all's faces?
This is on a shield in a haunted house.
Let's go
Was
investigate.
it also on the
this.
sword?
Wait, this is a haunted.
Yes!
The house was.
There's a longsword that does have it in its hilt, technically.
Let's go.
You have the one.
The onion-domed edifice
Oh,
leans
it's the
forward
sword.
into one side.
The sigil is on the sword that you
Oh.
have.
Like the hilt.
I'm gonna like look at the hill real quick and go, oh.
The onion-domed edifice leans forward into one side, as though trying to turn away from the stormy gray sky. You see gray brick walls and dirt-covered windows on the upper floors. The decrepit wooden platform encircles the windmill above a flimsy doorway leading into the building's interior. Perched on a wooden beam above the door is a raven. It hops and squawks at you, seemingly agitated.
Then that's exactly where we
Yeah,
should go.
let's go in there.
Yeah.
See what's
Very
going
nice.
on.
What?
The Raven's Call.
Raven's Call, it means that we might find resistance against Strahd. And it just so happens that I'm carrying the sword. Yes!
Let's go. I want
Change,
That's not a random raven.
change into something like that has a little bit more calmness.
You do have the thing above 16. So, you do notice that behind the windmill, like kind of in the woods a little bit, and above it, basically just as you crest up, and as you guys are looking at this, you do see ravens like cawing in the background and circling in the woods,
That's
technically
where
behind
we should go.
this.
Behind the windmill?
Yeah, but they're just like cawing and circling, and then they kind of disperse after a little bit.
Alright, so I say we check the windmill first and then we'll move on to that area.
I'm morphed into Max.
'Cause you-
Or Dijkstra.
Because you said it looks like it's been lived in, right?
What's that?
You said it looks like it's lived in.
No, I was walking
It-
away.
There literally is
Always look
are
like
lights
it.
coming from it.
Yeah, I've been
Let's
running.
head there and see what we can find out.
If we're going
At
to
that point.
do that, I need to draw maps. And so what I'm going to say is, everybody, we're going to take a quick break. And I'm sorry, everybody who is watching right now, I do have to draw maps. And that's going to take me a little bit. Not a whole lot, a little bit, but a little bit. And so it's enough to draw 4 circles, realistically. And then we will be back momentarily. It means I need all of you guys to get away from the table for a little bit.
Cool. I'm gonna call my mom real quick.
Got this Dungeons Dragons, not Nerds on a Tangent.
Oh, yes, it is not Nerds Out of Tangent.
Congratulations,
Which could be
people.
its own podcast.
Share one brain cell.
Listen,
So
it was a blooming idea. Whoever starts it up, I'll give you the audio for what we have so far. Because guess what? I'm posting videos and doing all the other fun work behind this
How hard
fucking
is
scene.
it to start a podcast? You know, I'll look into that later.
Dude, stop.
Hit the brakes a bit.
He's gonna give you disadvantage for all of your rolls.
You guys are walking into this, right?
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a stone wall.
Yeah.
You do have a hop.
Do I need to make an athletics check?
Yeah.
I thought it was a broken wall, so shouldn't I just be able to walk around it?
It's a bit taller than that, but I mean, like,
I mean, there should be a break in it.
you're more than welcome to just walk until you find a break in it.
I don't like that answer, so no.
Can I do a perception check to see if I see him breaking it?
You're more than welcome to walk around and do a perception check as you do that, or you would just
I mean,
climb
not natural 20.
a dirty 20. You got a dirty 20?
18.
18?
14.
23.
14.
Natural 1.
You just.
The only person that seems to have trouble hopping over 4 foot of wall that was once 8, but it is now 4 foot of wall is the wizard, who seemingly at some point in time outstrength the barbarian, outfought what is a fighter, out healed what is a healer, out rogue what is a rogue.
He's just tired right
Just she just can't seem to understand
now. That good brain
Wall.
thought.
I got
What
that
Wall
Witcher
do
crystal
is
on.
Wall hold back Wizard, and Wizard held back by easily climbable wall.
It's been a long day.
It
Yeah,
was the
no.
good brandy. It was the good brandy.
Does anybody want to give the help action to
I'll help her over.
roll at advantage, please?
Maybe. Or
Athletics, right?
That is what it is.
Oh.
Roll it twice and take the higher of the two.
Oh, I saw that.
Okay, that's better.
Okay. Yeah. It was a 6 at first.
14 plus 4.
But you're good.
Okay.
If you can beat, hold on, watch this. If you can beat a 7, you can get over the wall. Natural ones, kind of.
Well, and here's the thing though, my athletics is a straight 0, so whatever the die is.
The ground floor has been covered in a makeshift kitchen, but the room is filthy. Baskets and old dishware are piled everywhere. Adding to the clutter is a peddler's cart, a chicken coop, a heavy wooden trunk, and a pretty wooden cabinet with flowers painted on its doors. In addition to the clucking of the chickens, you hear
There's so
toads croaking. The sweet smell of pastries blends horridly with the stench of burns in your nostrils. An awful odor comes out of an open, upright barrel in the center of the room. The warmth issues from a brick oven against one wall, and a crumbling staircase ascends the wall across from it. Shrieks and cackles from somewhere higher up cause the old mill to shudder a little bit. The ceiling is approximately 8 foot high. You guys are basically in where O1 is. It's a very tight space. To fully describe it it is so packed, most of you can't get in here. Actually, if all of you try to get in here at some point in time, somebody has to walk up the stairs a little
The
bit.
barbarian should stay in
The Darbarian. Yeah, you
So
Darbarian.
me and Citra will go in first. Who wants to come behind us?
I will.
I'm gonna stay in the middle of our group. So
Boom. So, that was like that.
I think the barbarian should come in last because she's the biggest. But
Well, if we're gonna fight something, we want her.
that's fair. But
Can
I
I
think
take
she's probably
a
the patient.
moment right now?
No, there's. Hold on.
Can I take a moment right now to poison my daggers?
Yes, you can. Do you have poison to use on your daggers?
Yes, I will poison.
Then make sure that you mark off one use of your poison for a single dagger. So if you use both daggers, you have to mark off 2 uses of poison. Yeah.
Can I look inside the barrel? See what that burning smell is?
As you march towards that barrel, you begin to realize that small human bones litter the flagstone floor. And as you look inside of it, there is a small, rotting human being inside there.
Maybe we should
Is it a
see.
Or
child?
like a small human.
It is a small, rotting human being.
Alright, good, because I don't like kids, so fuck them kids.
I'll do a medicine check.
I mean, he opens it up and he's like, fucking kids. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
They're dead.
Yeah.
21.
Oh,
it's a child.
Can I do a perception check to
What?
see?
Hold on. Its arms are bound. Its legs are bound. It's stuck in a barrel.
Murder the child's corpse, are you?
It looks like it's actually fermenting.
I know how to murder children.
Yeah. But, yeah, what were you doing?
Perception check to see like what kind of hut this is, if there's anything like
It's not a hut.
magical.
It is a
Or-
fucking
or
windmill.
Well, I guess I'm going to draw my silver longsword and I guess just investigate like the area we're in, see if there's anything like evil.
can I heal it? Dead.
Dead.
Very dead.
Clary creates an undead.
No, but I
Or
can stop
organ
it from
creates
being.
undead.
I will stop it from
That's true.
becoming an undead.
Well, she needs a drink. She's kind of going a little.
I'm just gonna mosey on to see what kind of pastries I can.
Don't
Okay.
eat
They smell delicious.
I want to take a toad.
She wants a pet.
I guess. Yeah. What would that be, an Arcana or would that be a Perception? If I just want like it, or no, it'd be Investigation, wouldn't it?
On what?
To just look around the area, see like.
Are you digging through shit?
Yeah.
That's investigation. If you're digging through stuff and actually looking through things or rifling through, that's investigation. That means you're gonna yield more. But yeah.
So 15.
15. 1 second.
While I don't like children, I still have to kill whatever killed that child.
Ira's just scowling.
Do we know why there's a dead child?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
It's fermenting. What do you ferment for?
Can I roll investigation on how recently they were killed?
What I have
Actually, it'd be more along the lines of a medicine or nature check.
Can I find out
What
how
I
they
look
died?
at from my roll.
What?
Oh wait, okay.
What'd you get?
I got a 6. Plus for medicine 1, so it's
Realistically, even with the 17 itself, it wasn't that long ago, actually. It is just starting to, like, rigor mortis. So, like, even you're just asking me to get a lot of people. Your deal is this. Your poisons usually make him go rigor mortis a little bit faster.
but this is still
You've handled and moved dead bodies before. Even lowering the DC for that. Like, you can understand that this child probably by the time you guys left Barovia it was also leaving Barovia.
Can I figure out how it died? With
Like
the
time wise, if
Yeah.
you could guesstimate. Yeah.
With the 17? How
this
it
was
died?
today.
How it died?
What I've gotten as a question.
19, 21. So now that everybody's leaning over a barrel, except for I don't like children. And the barbarian who's like, I'm smelling the greatest things that have ever been baked in quite a while. The roast beast earlier, in comparison to this, realistically, I'm not gonna lie to you, this smells 30 times better.
Probably has human child in it.
Hey, I don't.
Ignore that, that's metagame stuff. It smells 30 times better. Not only that, but it hits every hint of a memory. Hold on. Every hint of a memory. When your mom would go boar hunting with you comes back. When your dad would sit around and tell cool stories about how they used to do cool raids.
Okay.
All the
Out of the oven?
you good.
Yeah.
You burn your hands, but we're good. That's 1 point of damage for burning your hands, but
Hey, at least their deaths weren't.
she just hug chucks the fucking barrel.
She's like, I just can't stand the smell.
Oh,
Do I find anything out from investigating, like what's going on?
we're getting to different things.
Okay.
Is this Baba Yaga's house?
This
No,
is a
I mean, it
windmill.
doesn't have chicken legs, but it's chicken.
This is a
But maybe
windmill.
it's in the woods because the wood screaming thing.
She's also going slightly insane. Everybody can realize that at this point in time. Everybody.
I am not
No,
insane.
hold on.
I'm just
Watch.
a little drunk. You should just say that.
Actually, you haven't had anything to drink, so
You're
you're
going
going
insane
crazy.
because you haven't had anything. I'm just constantly insane.
She's doubled up what you got.
Oh shit.
Oh my gosh.
I'm speaking.
Oh, wait till I hit 5. Wait till I hit 5 promos.
I'm speaking in Celestial.
Because you don't anymore.
I'm speaking in Celestial. I'm just staring off in the corner. Did I see that shit?
By the way, he is just like singing like harmonious courses. You understand it because you speak Celestial. He's talking Celestial.
I'm like, you guys see that shit?
I'm just gonna go back and just be like,
For everybody else leaned over the barrel, Homeboy has a blow to the back of the head that knocked him unconscious. And then there is something down at the bottom of the barrel.
It fish for you.
Constitutional save throw?
Maybe I should have cast something on myself first.
This is literally for that one. You're a rubber, right?
Drunk player.
insane cleric. She's not drunk. She's had what, one shot and like a sip of mead.
Okay. You fish it up, you instantly realize it's bad juju, and you let go of it. That's what I'll give you for a 10.
Easy.
Whatever it is,
kidding.
It's not good.
Now it's on top of the body, so what is it? What
Can
is it?
I-
When you fish it out, you bet. Like, it's not that. No.
Somebody else fish it out.
Can I try to?
Not only that, but you have to remember this. This is D&D. Elves are short. They're not tall and lanky like in Lord of the Rings. You don't get to fucking pull this one with me, baby girl.
Can
I'll
I-
fight you.
Cast
Wait, is Dijkstra
protection
tall?
from evil.
Huh?
and
Is Dijkstra tall?
Good.
Is Dijkstra tall?
I'm investigating.
The Dijkstra's normal height for a human.
Yeah.
That one's tall.
Yeah, she's
I
large.
morph into your
Citra.
character. Citra.
I
Go,
wait,
you grow like
before-
7 inches.
Before you touch it, can I cast Bless?
That's a first level spell, right?
Yes.
Or are you casting guidance,
No, Bless.
which is a cantrip that you constantly always have.
Uh,
Which they get a D4 for anything that you do. For the most part.
I was gonna do Bless because it has a saving throw.
I'm trying to help you.
Fine,
here.
I'm gonna cast Guidance.
Look, for somebody who's been playing for so long, you should know your fucking spell, okay?
I don't play
The
spellcasters.
12-year-old has had alcohol.
I pick these spells.
Yeah, that's why I don't know any of
That's
them.
why I gave you guidance.
She doesn't play spellcaster. This
I
is her
played a
first.
Warlock once,
Yeah.
and it's like a level 6.
You're beautiful and wonderful, but like, what the fuck?
I've played like 4 characters.
It's been 4 years.
I haven't played consistently.
Ah, you lied, you fibbed, you did the thing.
That
I said in total earlier.
child.
I have 13 years in total. Like,
I cast Guidance.
you get a D4. It reach in and make Constitution saving throw at a
Okay,
D4.
I'm doing the saving throw first. Wait, hold on.
Do you have inspiration?
Yeah, I do have a
No.
No, you don't.
Roll again.
He does.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he should.
You can expend it for advantage.
Actually,
You have one more. You can expend that one too.
that was.
Oh, it's
It's
good.
that bad.
You're really gonna expend it?
What do you do?
Oh.
Oh,
Natural
yeah.
20 for that third.
You hug chuck it out. You go. You catch it. You let it go, and you go.
Can I do
Literally,
that?
I know what poison they gave him. You've used
They
this before.
poisoned
Oh.
it. Don't
This
eat
is wolf
anything.
bane. Like you've used
Oh,
this
is he
before,
like it?
huh?
Is he liking it?
The kid in the barrel.
Yeah, he could have been liking.
You're more than welcome to check.
I'm not gonna
The
touch
signs of
him.
lycanthropy, but I mean,
You
like,
should know.
I'm investigating. I'm still waiting to find out what I found out.
that's still a medicine or nature check for that one, or arcana check, one or the other. Realistically, this kid was sitting here. That little pouch in there has ammonia. Whenever you crack the ammonia, it lets out the wolf's bane. They inhale it a whole bunch, and they just fucking into oblivion. You've used this before, as a matter of fucking fact, for transporting people in barrels.
Yep.
You shank them one time, they pass out. You stick them in a barrel, you crush it, send them across the river, and they're done forever. You don't even have to see the body because the tide takes them.
What do you do for a living? What did your character do?
Are you
Stuff.
Are you asking in character or out of character?
I'm sure he's told us and just forgot.
No.
He's like,
That's some metagame stuff, baby.
Oh!
Oh, if you're asking me any character?
Oh, I thought
No, this is DM to if that one explains what it does at some point in time, then yeah. And I have to refer to you as it because you are a changeling. You can actually revert your sex to whatever you need to at one point in time.
13 to see if
That's
you
a
like
real
it.
thing. Huh?
13, is he liking it?
There's signs of it.
No signs?
There's signs of it.
I think I would.
You don't smell it.
Yeah, I wouldn't smell
Anybody else? You had a roll
They murdered
earlier.
this child.
Oh, I just.
Oh, it died from
I morphed back into Max.
your Uber roll that you had. It
Or
died
extra.
from poisoning. It's been in this barrel for like about 3 days, which is about as long as you took from
Citra,
Unity to Barovia and back
or
here.
Library.
Also, your memory's a little bit better than everybody else. You remember at some point in time, an old woman taking a child out of a foreign guy, but like you guys never really interacted with any of that stuff.
it. Right, you just we stopped that.
Nope. That was brought up one time in passing, and everybody continued on with the bigger problem that was going on. So,
I pull out
You
my
just hear Lyra cursing in Infernal.
in crazy hell speech, you're just like, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? What is going on?
Common woman. Again, do I discover anything?
When you start cursing in Infernal, you hear the laughter and like other stuff stop. A haggard, heavy-set woman with a face as wrinkled as a boiled apple steps down. She comes down the steps and she's like, "This is really good pop. We have guests. We were not expecting anyone. Are you here for the pastries? By the way, at this point in time, I have no other way to put this. Everybody here has the proverbial earmuffs because your characters don't understand. You are hallucinating.
Yes.
Hold on. You are dreaming of good days past. You are the beasts you've slain, the cold nights and winter storms. That you just all the good stuff that could ever fucking happen to you is just replaying in your mind right now, and you are just having a ball. Not only that, but you are the biggest, tallest fucking person, and you are slowly reaching your rage limit. Because you don't rage off of being angry, you rage off of being chaotic, which is kind of what is going on here. I'm informing you this because of the fact that eventually you're going to have to start making... Because you are a wild magic user, charisma saving throws. And that's the way that I'm going to run that. If chat has a fucking problem with it, they can fucking fight me about it later. Yep.
You're high as fuck.
Yep. No, legitimately, if you look at her pupils do not exist anymore.
Or
They
all
are.
that exists.
They are all that exist.
Me?
Hold on. The center of the universe is either nothing is the center of the universe or everything is the center of the universe, and that's her eyes right now. Either nothing exists or everything
I cut my
exists.
ear really hard and then my tinnitus started up, so I did not hear anything. You just
Talk to your current players around you so that they can catch you up real quick.
It's not high.
There you go. That's the best way to go about that. Alex, if it makes you feel any better, I've been working off tonight this entire time. It's the reason why I'm doing that and stopping you guys. You're like, who did what? No, who did not me. And like stopping each one of you as we go.
Lyra,
I need a pain shot, and somebody is going to be fulfilling that. We will be providing that. It's over there.
Again,
In
did I not make the investigation?
oh,
For oops and what's
For what?
or what are you investigating technically?
The area to see what is going on.
he was just looking around.
There is a cart, which hold on, the cart has old pastries on it, like old pies and pastries on it. There's a thing beneath the cart with an old iron padlock on it, and there are chickens and shit on the back of it. There's a rooster and 3 chickens. They all seem to be clucking and cawing, and there are actually eggs in there if you want to reach in and grab some eggs and have some fresh eggs with you. Other than that, there's a bunch of barrels and boxes around here, and a makeshift, oven that is currently cooking pastries. There's an old crone that just came down, and
Thank you so much.
literally looking over, if you're doing an investigation, when you look over, because she's the one closest to you, she has nothing but pupil. She is higher than a kite in a windstorm in Australia on a Saturday.
Alright, now I'm going to turn to
And
her.
if anybody is overseas knows what I'm talking about, Saturdays are the worst for windstorms.
I don't.
But Lyra will look at the hag, point to the barrel, and ask, "Is this your doing?"
Well, no shit, are doing. It's your house.
She's like,
Oh wait, I let this conversation continue on, right? I didn't let the party know what I found out, right?
Did you?
In the barrel.
I mean,
We were all kind of looking at the barrel.
well, hang on. Oh, another thing is above the oven there was a set of cabinets. Did you open those?
Yeah.
okay.
Because I'm investigating literally everything.
Let's retract a little bit because there are a few elixirs and baking herbs and ingredients in there. There's flour, sugar, several gourds of powdered stuff. They appear to be like white and ivory in nature. There's a few locks of hair, which you understand is something that people do whenever they do. You just use magic for the most part. There's an elixir labeled youth. There's an elixir labeled laughter. And there's one labeled "Running the Game." Nope, I read that wrong. It says "Mother's Milk." Sorry.
Running the game.
That is me, and I'm an idiot. But hold on, it's in quotations right where all the fun stuff is. So, like, I don't know how the fuck they wouldn't expect me to fuck that up some point in time.
I want to back.
Thanks, Dungeons and Draggies and Wizards of the Coastas. Bastards. Anyways,
Alright, so
love you guys.
I'm gonna point my sword at her and just be like, what are you? What did you do to this child?
Don't you fucking move me.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you wouldn't mind keeping the tempo up, just think. Because I'm trying to hear that one mumble from over there with one good ear. Which only isn't that good, actually. So, really, I'm supposed to have hearing aids in both my ears.
I'm still ringing right now.
I point my sword at her and say, what did you do to her? What did you do to this child?
I did not do anything to that child. As a matter of fact. And if you're wondering, the child technically is payment.
Payment for what?
Child.
For goods that were purchased they had no money for. For many months, as a matter of fact.
You don't pay with children.
You, yeah.
I
You
backed
remember her handing pastries off to people and then giving that child over? You remember that as a... They paid. They did.
She's still cursing in Infernal under her breath.
In Infernal, she's like, do not speak to them.
Thieves can't.
Just
And thieves can't. 6 zebras came into a bar. Each one of them owned a church.
My thieves camp was more like what blacksmith doesn't deal in iron.
That also works because, yes, that is thieves camp. And, yeah, I don't have thieves camp. But Josh knows it. I know what you're talking about.
I back towards the door.
Would y'all be upset if I did something probably stupid?
Yeah.
Lyra's just
Hold on,
glaring
realistically,
right now.
What are you thinking?
You are set at a precipice where you can either do something stupid or you can metagame that one, and then I could just make things a lot more hellish than you just doing what you were already going to do.
Non-hellish.
Everything is
Or we could just hit other people with metagames.
Sir.
So my character is a monster hunter. This is obviously a witch monster. I want to kill it because it's killed a child as much as I hate children. I'm scared of children.
Dislike children.
Dislike
Scared
children.
more than hate.
Like I need to kill it.
Lyra's just glaring at her right now.
So Lyra's on board with me. You're high. You don't care.
I don't even know what's going on.
Butterflies.
You know what?
Alright.
I give you.
I'm just gonna like cast Crimson Right immediately on my longsword.
Hell yeah.
You have the silver one in your hand. I remember that.
Extra.
Okay.
I give you a
Yep.
knowing nod.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna.
I see your face. I'm like,
I guess. Do I get to take an attack of opportunity? Since
That's not an attack of opportunity, but you can attack
I'm
suddenly out of nowhere for the most part.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
It's not a surprise attack. She's
As soon
as he
makes a move, though.
yes,
Is
you can make attack.
is there any room in here to hide?
I am not going to lie to you.
He's gonna, like,
The
turn
answer
into a
is
chicken.
going to be a resounding no.
Behind any of the other party members?
There is a fuck ton of stuff around here to hide behind, but where you are currently, not so much.
Because I'm like in the middle back of the group.
No, you were doing investigations.
Oh,
So,
yeah. I was
yeah,
surprised,
I'm going to hit you on that one, buddy.
Yeah.
Thank you for trying. What is your attack roll? I'm just gonna take this and throw it somewhere around.
14.
Plus,
I want to go ahead and say that that is probably not going to hit, but
Sorry,
let's find.
I want to cast a spell.
do you want to say though, as soon as he does something, I will cast Mage Armor.
Yeah, I think Lyra and I have been traveling along together long enough that she knows when I'm pissed off. Just cast mage armor.
I don't have my.
But not only that, though, like, while
This
you
Dungeon
dislike
Master chapter.
children, Lyra...
Oh, there it is. That's why I was defining what I was looking for.
It's like, while you dislike children, Lyra still respects the innocence of children.
I am going to go ahead.
She just
and
knows that this
save
place is all fucked up.
Is it in N?
Max,
We're still in
Oh,
N.
I'm sorry.
I'll be honest, if you
Oh,
weren't...
this was like full.
Max,
One.
I'll be honest, if you weren't going to do anything, I was going to cast Fireball.
Oh my gosh.
Fireball, fireball, fireball.
Hey man.
I want everybody to know that I went, oh, 178, and then I...
Turns out when it's in elementary school, we just know each other.
This bodes unwell, but it is what it is.
For us or them. Please
We'll
leave-
see.
What do you think?
That does not hit.
We're fucking done.
This old woman, as soon as you go to strike at it, she deflects it with her hand. And as you do, she morphs into a
Do I not get my bonus?
taller, purple-horned woman who is covered in bones and rags. I will give you this one for free before we start all this fun, crazy, extra stuff. You're more than welcome to do an Arcana check to identify this, which I do believe is an advantage. So you can understand where we're going.
Nat 20.
That's a night hag. And you set foot into Coven grounds,
Uh-oh.
and there's more than one of them here.
Yeah.
And you feel that when you attack her, and magic thrums everywhere around you. You even kick up on this one. Because chaos, right? Chaos is fucking... Even in your delirium, you're like, oh my god, that's a huge monster, I have to fight it. But, like, it is poking you in the back of your brain. That this thing's not so good. So what we're gonna do is...
Do I not get my bonus action either?
No, because it was just an attack action
It's just
moving
an
into
attack?
combat.
Okay.
It is just an action and then we move into combat. So technically it's free, but this is the way that we're going to roll it. Let me take this. And I'm going to openly do this in front of everybody so that everybody knows the order of what is going on. We have...
Citra's just in the back singing Kumbaya with her.
Oh no, she's her spidey sense is going off though.
She's still high as fuck. That's worse.
So instead of just, a dragon that she's killing easily,
in
she
the
says,
background just yeah, swinging at the ghosts.
I still have the points in my daggers, right?
You already did.
You already did. I didn't know if there's like a time limit on that.
I would say there's just uses on it.
Yeah, okay.
It dries.
Well,
And then it should
Well, even
reactivate
dry poison is still poison.
yeah.
with the blood.
I didn't know how
I told
detailed
you we shouldn't
that
have
attack
left.
was.
Told y'all we shouldn't have left.
The Raven's
The
call,
Raven.
though,
There
apparently.
was more in the
The
woods.
pastries
They were telling me the Raven was calling them, so
I'm just trying to level up, damn it.
the one that
Well. You picked a good place to do it, right?
If we survive.
What's funny in my head is I look exactly like Deep
You know,
right
that's
now.
a good way to view it. If you do survive, I might toss you a level up. Realistically, you're not supposed to yet, but who knows?
Yeah, what's funny to me right
Not
now.
supposed to level up or survive.
Yeah.
Answer? Yes.
I look
I suplexed the shark wearing a bolo tie. Who's wearing a bolo tie, you ask? Answer? Yes.
You know, the thing is,
Citra,
what's funny to me is
roll
I look
me
exactly
your-
like you right now.
What?
Like Deep
Initiative?
I morphed into you.
By the way, Josh,
You just look like me.
I don't know if you heard me,
No,
but
but
when
what
he
I'm saying
did
is,
anything
like,
like
they're
attack,
attacking
Hey, everybody,
They don't
calm down
look
for a
like
second.
me.
What?
I was saying when he did his attack, I had immediately cast Mage Armor.
Yes, I got that.
Okay.
You just need to up your...
But
AC
also,
on one.
thank you again. It's really good.
Let's see. That was
Was this an initiative?
Initiative.
Oh, 18.
Each try.
6.
Or B.
12.
Initiative.
I remember.
Tenwick. You have a higher dex than Orby, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so technically you go first. So 12 plus 1. The way I understand. Lyra.
19.
So far, the wizard is going first.
Squishy wizard.
I always have the worst initiative. Ever.
I know. It's really weird. I don't like it.
How do you think I feel?
Awesome blood hunter. Squishy wizard.
Wizard has more balls.
Basically. Also rude.
They're just unafraid to die.
Yeah, basically. I'm trying to die so I can play my new character.
That's a bad way to look at this campaign, realistically.
That's a mood though.
If she dies, she has to delete Orby because like she's at her 6th character.
No, I have another one I could delete. But
Yeah, delete the other one.
You said all
Now I have to find another trash.
all but one. Or did you really want to
Do I know what like this night hag is weak against? Like, is there anything specific that
what are hags weak against? Poison, probably.
No, particularly not offhand.
in my night or my monster hunting kit?
That's only when I'm thinking.
I have a stupid idea.
With the shaking
Mine was
grin.
a stupid idea.
Oh, you haven't heard my idea yet.
What?
Can we go back to when this
Run.
name was Insulting Strahd?
Strahd.
That would be the less.
No,
Yes!
Strahd.
Let's go back to insulting Strahd. if all people-
Strahd.
Straw.
Strahd. I'm not from here.
You know, Max, running would be a smart idea.
To me, Strahd is the
What?
mayor.
Surrounded. What?
Cast fireball. Wouldn't fucking windmill. Was in it.
I mean,
Actually,
close. it's a two-step plan.
Get your toad.
those are the worst plans.
Animal hit.
Now we're able to roll through this as it is properly set, and nobody can argue about it for the most part. Because if anybody goes, it's right there for everybody to see, and you can actually keep me in line as I go forth too. Okay, as this sits, I have a lot of stuff I have to do back here behind the screen. I need to go to the bathroom before I start any of this because it's going to be a long combat. I also want you guys to know that at any point in time, this shit can go way south. There's something that players don't understand. And
Sorry,
we're going
guys.
to hold on, and there's something I'm going to explain to all of you as some new players, minus you, which you should understand what I'm about to say, and keep your mouth nice and tight. There's this thing called being in over your head. And what happens when you do that? What do you do? What do you do when you're in over your head? Especially in a combat situation.
You eat shit.
You run.
Those are both terrible situations. Wow, even the Marine Corps goes, fuck, we should probably retreat every once in a while, right? The Army's all about that shit. So, like, they even abandon gear. Like,
You saw our drawdown.
no shit. I was there. I literally
No,
was like, this is Army surplus. And they were like, yeah, we're sending it back out to Marines. I was like, alright, cool. And,
Kabul.
and yes. And when I was in Afghanistan, I was like, ooh, Army gear. They were nice and fresh and brand new. It was easy to fix.
Defending that evac. Defending that evac.
But what I'm saying this is right now, at any point in time, if any of you feel the need to fuck off, please do so.
Just like wander outside.
DM, get out of here. We need to talk.
Just
There
picking
is the door.
flowers and put them in
I
the-
also... No, you guys know that. I'm not going to do that. So,
DM,
I'm
there
going
are
to
bushes outside? You can...
use the bathroom. I need all of you to powwow for a moment.
You know-
and decide
yeah,
where
yeah.
this is what's
Take
Let's
going on.
leave.
Take all the time you need, you know.
Let's just fuck out of here.
Sorry, guys.
Nope.
I wanna say-
There's really no just getting the fuck out of here. There's just, like, surviving the fuck out of here.
I had my other spell prepared. I could use it, but I don't. I have a spell that I can just hold somebody. Yay! No!
So I don't have hide or sneak attack or assassinate for any of this.
I
I do
wanna
have
say-
poison daggers though.
I
I see you yeet out a window.
I want to say my plan, but I don't know if it's borderline.
Just say it. It's not doing
Since we're close quarters, I don't have to move that far. So I could throw
I
in.
do have mending. It's just not prepared.
I do have 2-hand proficiency. I could just throw in 2 strikes and then leave
Hear me
with
out.
y'all.
What's your plan?
We could have still lose
Grease and fireball.
No,
Can you cast grease?
don't get it on
Is
us.
grease flammable?
Yes.
Cast it on her and then catch
That's
her
what I
on
was
fire.
That's what you're saying.
But here's the thing: is that we're all gonna have to get the fuck out.
I think it would be easier because she'll be distracted by the fact that she's on fire.
And if you do hold person, that would be.
I can't. It's not prepared.
Get the high one to hold her.
Because I didn't know that it was the
As
first
she's burning.
Like we're still on the first floor. Right?
She's resilient.
We're still on the first floor. It's not like a leap and hop out of the window. We can just go back out.
door. There was a door.
Yes, we could like
more
set fire.
than
We could
because
set
they
fire
would-
and then fucking leave.
There's a door.
Here's the thing though,
Someone's
consequences.
gonna have to drag me by the hand.
We're gonna have to help her out.
Yeah.
Now just leave her.
Consequences though, right?
She'll just
Raven's
rage.
call said we had to
Huh?
be
She'll
here.
just rage.
Are we gonna miss
Yeah,
anything if
Max.
we leave?
That's why I said it's
What if we just
two-step
burn the
plan.
place
Well, the
down and
Raven's call
investigate
was
afterwards?
behind one of the
Yeah, there's
floors.
more
One of the
ravens
floors
in the
area?
woods.
So why the fuck do we enter this building?
I don't
That
know.
would be cool.
Because there was a raven at the building. And he
Okay,
just
Okay,
started charging.
that's why I was like making sure.
Alright.
No, I'm just making sure this building is not specific.
Is this like white cheddar popcorn?
No, it's Parmesan. Not really Parmesan, I think.
She loves Parmesan.
That's good popcorn.
No.
You try to do. You made sure I got very specific fresh Parmesan for
Let me
pasta.
double check a spell.
I had the little bottle that has the 2 top clips.
Yeah.
She wanted the very specific HEB brand.
It's not HEB brand, it is good brand, Parmesan cheese, freshly
Well-
grated.
Is it the green top?
Okay. But like when it's
my
pasta,
It's
she
like-
doesn't
It's
mess
like
around.
cheese
with
wheel.
Parmesan.
But I'm trying to see what I have in my fucking inventory. I mean, the most I can help with. The most I can help with is
So
oil.
we just have a microwave.
I was trying to see what I have in my inventory. The most I can help with is just
We
double
have
bake
to
oil.
work on it. We're going through that.
If it helps catch the place,
You have to get it.
it's a very small component.
Because like I'm looking at these.
No.
Which
Is it-
1, which 2, which 3, which 4.
It's 20, 20, 20.
Yeah.
Each direction.
Don't forget the little NH. I don't know what the NH, and then one just says broom.
Oh,
Broom.
I think it's just the.
Wicked broom.
Broom that word? Wait,
broom.
broom. Like
We don't know
which is
about
broom
that.
they fly on. The broom will deal damage.
Yeah. That is what
And it has a high initiative.
Yeah. I think we should just get the fuck out of here so we can fight it.
Outside
the
we're just gonna burn this bitch to the ground.
At least if we can get outside the building, we can actually fight
Yeah, let's
properly.
So wait,
Yeah.
what was you guys' plan? Real quick.
I can't
disengage.
cast in here.
You cast
No, I said
grease
someone
on the
leave me out by
building.
the hand.
You
and
cast
then
grease on the
light it
building.
all on fire.
What's our initiative?
Mine's at 19. I'm like the second highest there.
I'm the last one to go.
Okay, no, you're 19.
Really?
Where am
Oh,
I? Sandwich 12 plus 1, so 13. I was gonna say if I was close to you, I could just dump oil too. But I think she goes for me.
I go second, maybe.
Yeah, so
Or third.
I'll just save my oil then. If you guys are just gonna bring the
But
bitch
to
down.
avoid the whole meta game plan part, I can just yell out, "Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here."
We'll roleplay this, but definitely we got.
Yeah, my character's like, oh, I fucked up.
So in Max and I's terms, exfil, exfil, exfil.
Yes.
Fuck out of here.
Okay.
Is that the mamas? Is
HVT
that the mamas?
No.
Max.
No.
HVT not
That was
located.
people that do other things.
That.
I have a backup plan. Just in case things go super south. So this is where I get to go. I am a benevolent DM. And other DMs before me usually are better. But I mean, like, I do my best where I can. Has everybody here like at least made some semblance of like plan?
Yes.
Yeah.
So do I come out of being like
No.
Okay, yeah.
Am I your way?
Oh no, you're fine.
I sense the danger and fuck off on my own. Can I?
Just trying to give you
It's
some
not particularly.
points.
You're a little fucking out of it.
Okay, yeah, someone's gotta take my hand and carry.
You can make an intelligence saving throw this man.
Big Shot says, "Do a flip."
Because realistically, it's using smarts to try to figure out what's going on.
We actually
You're
have a
like,
chat right now.
like over
Yeah.
beyond the leap. So like,
Hi, chat.
This
Huzzah!
Big shot says,
Huzzah!
do a flip.
Is this another one of your friends?
No,
Big
it's
shot.
best friend.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes. Hey, Zach, welcome back. When are we
Oh,
doing
nice.
Salt Marsh again?
Zach, I'm up for sale.
Freaking cupcake man making me feel awkward.
Is your friend still on the stream? Or did they just come and go?
Throws on.
Cupcake, if you have nothing else to do, say hi to me and Claire.
Okay.
I missed you anyway.
Well, thank you. I miss playing Salt Marsh.
The way that this is the first person to go. Some of you guys can't see.
Zach, forgive me for whatever I do.
It's that same die.
Oh, pop my shoulder. Again.
Feel good? Yeah. Could have been better.
It's cursed now.
Been worse, too.
Thanks.
She just needs to be randomly.
It's upset that you keep dropping it.
No, you missed the back hit.
No.
Preceded that. No, it was.
That's me trying.
You watch. Yeah, watch.
Maximum effort.
Maximum effort.
As.
Was that
Oh.
gravity?
Where's Max? She's in the stairs here.
Where's Max?
She morphs. Nice and big.
Ugly bitch.
Another one passes
No.
through the ceiling. It's alright.
What have you done?
I immediately
Everybody's
regret my
in
decision.
Where's the pastry? Where am I? Oh yeah.
I would have been by the barrel of the other two, though.
We'll be next to the pastries.
You are right. This is where the oven is. So, wow, that leaves Orby.
I get to go? Or are they gonna
No!
hit me?
I get to smack you around a little bit.
Nope.
If you
Insane.
kill Orby instantly, I'm gonna have a fucking problem.
Does the 23 hit you?
What do you think?
I'm going to say yes and say that you're going to take 13 points of slashing damage. Critical roll is on right now. Might need another time for views. I understand that. Let me explain this one more time. El Chapo over here, the gray, fucks off to Officer Boot Camp here coming up soon. So we're doubling up. We're playing twice a week. One on Thursdays, which is quite sucky for most people,
Sorry, guys.
because Critical Role exists. But it doesn't matter because we post on YouTube that you can go and like and watch and do all the other fun stuff, and I can earn money off of that actually if you continue doing cool stuff instead of saying that you're going to watch the. Yeah, I'll have memories. But
And
instead of saying you're going to watch it, you could actually go watch it, and I can get views on it, and then I can make money. And then some of the people can stop around the phone, like I asked them to earlier.
You're talking about other stuff.
Does a 26 hit you?
I'm gonna die.
If anybody's wondering, I'm literally rolling the die. I'm looking at you and telling you what you get.
I'm gonna die.
I also got my worst die, so that I wouldn't kill you guys.
So try this one.
Okay, so I hit you both times, right?
What do you think?
I'm gonna roll this set of damage and see if I get beneath this.
I have to get beneath a very low number.
Yes, we did it. Andy peeked behind my DM screen.
Well, I
as
didn't
we
even
fucking
see it,
usual.
though.
Would you like to take a whole 6 points of damage this time? Is that 13? Seems
How much
large.
points do you have?
2 now.
Wait, what?
It's 13 plus 6. And that gives me 2.
I didn't come here.
I can heal myself
Yes.
when it's my turn.
That moves.
Yeah, choke. It's all your fault.
Post my point hit.
My bad.
Good job. Let's move on.
I am
to the next-
squishy.
The next thing that goes is the other fucking. She moves. You're good. Ugh. And then you guys hear a bunch of thumping and thumping and more thumping, and then that's done. No, I forgot about that. Hold on. That just moves. I forgot about it. Let's move to the person who is next. Lyra, you're there. There are 2 hags. Both of them are magically inclined beyond all belief, and you're just staring at both of them. Like this. Ah. But that one's murdering a healer, and the other one is just kind of standing there in front of the one that takes a lot of damage.
I am-
So, like,
Casting grease on the one that's hurting her.
grease is an area spell. It doesn't
Don't
cast
dare.
on a thing, it just casts outward.
Don't do it.
Do it
Don't
once.
do it.
I'm
Don't
letting
do
you
it.
know because you need to read your
Don't
spells,
do it.
my friend.
I wasn't sure if I could direct it or not like that.
You are more than welcome to make an Arcana check to see if you can direct it.
I'll do an
I
Arcana
will
check.
increase the DC.
Motherfucker's gonna kill my cleric.
Because guess what? There are a lot of
The
people.
literal healer.
Oh,
There
I
are a
know.
lot of people there.
Yeah.
So you have your backup.
I'll do an Arcana check. And it's not great. It's 9.
Oh my god.
Somebody
Which one are you
play
directing
healer
at?
and
This
die.
one or this one?
Well, I was going to direct it at the
Did
one.
I-
This one or this one?
One that was attacking her.
This one. You, and you, and the hag all get covered in grease. As that one goes, "Ah," and it's like,
You
oh,
said just
I
an
told you
Arcana
to
check,
do the
though.
wall.
yeah. You failed, so you just coat everything in grease.
Alright.
You asshole.
You're about to die.
You're slippery. That mace that you're holding, along with the shield for the most part,
We-
really hard to hold on to
Me
now.
and Dix are this one.
That- Axe you're wielding, super hard to hold on to right now.
Thanks, Myra.
You assholes.
I will say before I end my turn, let's get the fuck out of here.
That was the plan originally.
The plan was to light the place on fire.
The plan was not to shoot grease at everybody.
But the plan was still involving grease.
No.
Yes.
It was only if you couldn't hit us. Which said
Alright, grease and fire go together. No. I understand where that one is. Oh yes, we'll continue on. Are you moving or doing anything else?
Can I?
I will also. Actually, can I do my expeditious retreat and get out of the doorway?
Fuck you.
I mean, yeah, you can.
I will do that.
Alright, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That is Myra! Oh, wait, hang on. You have movement too, 30 foot. You can still run.
No. Just start lighting the windmill on fire and starting at the top and just.
I'm still gonna move.
That's action stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I am gonna move.
I'm gonna
good-
stop you there. I know wizards pretty well.
You said how much movement?
30.
30. I'll move the full 30 away from the.
But 30, 20, 30. Wow, super far away from you guys.
I got
The
some
wizard
story.
misties and bucks off. In front of all of you. Hold on, the only person that honestly doesn't like catch everything that's going on right now is you. You're just covered in grease and you're like,
She's still
oh.
alive?
Why am I
She's
left?
still alive? Oh no!
She's got another 3 hours to go.
I used my bonus action to cry.
No, crying is a free action in this campaign.
That's where the party
No,
fills
Zach,
itself.
you know that. That's why you gave me that opening. You gotta love you.
Strahd, watch it for this.
Bastard.
They're not.
Yeah, Strahd's is watching from the
Okay,
distance.
Myra.
No.
Let's go ahead and break it down. Citra, what are you doing? You're high. It's hard to hold onto your axe. What's going on? Everything around here looks like stuffed teddy bears that are trying to attack you.
Attack the sub-tabers.
That one's just uglier than most, and so is that one. But they're all stuffed teddy bears that appear to try to attack you at some point in time.
Can I attack the giant teddy bear?
Which one?
The ugly one.
Which one?
The ugliest one.
You're right here.
Oh, the one that's next to me.
Ah!
Evil
More
teddy.
than make that at disadvantage because it's nice and slippery.
But she is flanking you.
Nobody's.
Alright, now Zach is saying
There's
he
a
wants
wall
to use
there.
his bonus action to panic.
Really?
You can use that as a free action because it's allowed in this campaign.
Fuck me.
Hi, Zach.
Are you rolling twice?
You said disadvantage.
I didn't say. Oh yeah, it was a disadvantage. Yeah. Sorry. My apologies. Because
Inspiration
greasy
for
axe.
honesty?
Do you have inspiration? Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Right now, we'll take a different D20 and we'll roll it, and that's what we're gonna take.
I love you, Zach.
He's gonna kill me.
Dimples, what?
She has 2 hit points left.
Your hit DC.
This one?
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
plus
15.
5.
That's not it.
Her god abandoned her.
I can heal myself.
I don't know who's gonna
but I have
sort
to
it
get
out.
out.
But I use my bonus action. Bam.
Yeah, myself so I just use my
These
action.
two are flirting.
Can you move
Which ones?
action and
Zach
bonus
and
action?
You know what? That makes sense actually.
Can you move bonus action and action?
You're a rogue.
Zach, you're my fictional audience.
Olin, yeah, you can move bonus action and action because that's all three. But
Yeah,
if you're
that's
trying
fast.
to run
That's my
away,
character. He's fucking
that's a rogue
schizo.
thing.
No, it's
Or a monk
There's
thing.
the
actually.
picture of the
No.
Zach,
Hold
you're
on, when
part of
you
the game
connect
now.
with her,
Act like it.
hey everybody, bring it in for a second. When you go to connect with her, you smack the axe with the head turns in your hand because slick.
It's fucking
Because
hilarious.
slick. You have a bonus action to headbutt with your greasy ass face, which is probably going to be something. And then you have ooh.
Oh, can I range? I forgot to say
Probably should have done that earlier.
I thought she
Because
was
realistically, what did you get to hit?
I see kisses, man.
that.
What's
I
the
had a
Blows through.
Okay.
And after that, he says that Andy, you're my one and only.
But
but last we did not.
but alas, we did not do that. Yes, you can. As a matter of fact, you click it, you do your thing, and then you can with your magic stuff because you might get teleportation.
Wait, that's mine.
And then you might get the fuck off and leave him here to deal with his problems.
The problem just started.
I'm just trying to break my new character in.
We do the range.
Andy, you're my one and only.
And then
I thought I was your one and only. I'm on your ass.
Cheating.
I'm tattooed on his ass.
But apparently I replaced you.
If you don't believe me, you can ask.
Josh, I'll tattoo you and Max on my ass. I'll make you feel
No.
The thing
No.
currently, hold on, before you start,
No.
the thing currently
No.
is on your right ass cheek. It says Zach, or is it Josh and Zach? It's Josh and Zach, right? It's Josh and Zach on the ass cheek.
Absolutely not.
She will leave you so quickly.
anyway, I got a 4.
It would be
so
that
I'm
much.
not
she's-
using this
You
one.
know, it's actually surprising how long I've been in infantry and I have not
So
gotten
my
a
rate
tattoo.
and the weapons damage type changes to 4.
I'm
Like a dumb tattoo.
Ah, when it does,
I'm
it
getting
vibrates and all that
As soon as I
grease falls
graduate
off.
from OCS.
I'm getting one
Oh,
more.
cool.
Because it's force damage,
All my
right?
tattoos.
So it has this cool
You're getting
force
a
ability, which then vibrates because it's force.
I'm adding space and like
so
swings. Alright, back
Yep.
up.
Hold on. I love you guys. I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm going to do this. Smack. Please stop talking while we're trying to do combat stuff real quick because it's really hard to decipher that on this one singular mic. If we had multiple, it would be a different story and I wouldn't care. You guys could side talk, table talk all you want. However, currently, at this point in time, we're low grade, low tech. Not only that, but I love you guys. I have one really bad ear that catches and it sounds like chef, like in my fucking ear, and I'm trying to listen to her, who mumbles a lot, to tell me what's going on right now. So like, as of right now, I know she has a vibrating weapon. It's your big axe, right?
Yes, and it's
See, and like now I know that.
Bless you.
Bless you. So now we can move forward without her having crazy disadvantage, which helps you guys out. But you guys are fucking yourselves by talking and making me all kinds of crazy.
Real quick side
and it
note.
has me only
If I get you a second microphone, because I used to have one when I did YouTube videos, and
I will use it.
Yeah, if I put it here or like under the table duct tape.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I have booms. I have boom arms
So
coming.
I have like the
Hold on, watch this.
basic snowball.
I'm going to boom arm one out for everybody else. I'll boom one arm. Hold on, I'll sit one over here, and then I will fucking boom arm out the fucking other shit, and
Yeah.
we will start
I
becoming
will-
higher tech.
I will give it to you. I will give you because I don't use it.
I love you. I appreciate it, but as of right now,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
still low grade tech.
So
So
I'm saying like
Nerd tangent.
nerd tangent.
let's,
You can
let's,
use
let's,
my
let's bring it in a little bit. You're riding up a little bit.
Sorry.
You're good. I'm just trying to help you out.
Camera can't see it.
Yeah.
Here can't see it, but I can. I'm sitting up.
Yeah.
I want to be respectful for everybody around here. So, as it is right now, if virus goes light, you can hold it in one hand. You're like, oh, and the chaos starts to flow through you. That little bit of hallucination is starting to kind of fade off, and you can see that one's way uglier than everything else around here. And they're like more like evil teddy bears. They're more like cuddly teddy bears, and those ones are more like evil teddy bears. So like, you start to discern things. Yeah, but you knife hands. Okay, Are you moving?
I haven't done that.
You have not done it. Oh, no, you did. Bonus action. Rage.
Okay. Dang. Alright.
You have movement. Are you moving away from that one?
Yes, I would like to move away from the
It's
giant.
going to get an attack of opportunity on you.
No,
Oh, don't move away from the
Roll the hugs the ugly teddy bear. Maybe it just needs a hug.
One of them, this one right here in particular, slaps a barrel a couple times, and a demon pops out of it. That's the thing.
That's what I was checking.
Chaos Ray.
Chaos Reigns! And so now I have to flip to a new page.
I feel like that's the music playing in her head.
No, this is the music playing in my head right now. We're not. It's definitely not that war. Ha! Here we go. I was one page off.
That's still pretty good.
What? Okay, nothing. I didn't realize that this. It burrows up. It looks like like if a gorilla, like a hairless gorilla, had a back face. That's kind of what it looks like as it barrels up out of this barrel. It's like, and it just attacks the nearest.
What?
Oh.
You asshole!
I'm not that
You are! I'm gonna die!
He has 2 hit.
I'm gonna die! I'm gonna just have to make a whole new character. I already started making.
Does a 12 hit you?
No, thank God. You're lucky. You're lucky this time.
Does a 6 hit you?
No.
It gorilla wells on you a little bit. You're like, ah! You bring your shield up and it just smacks across your shield a bunch of times, and it's like. Anybody here speak Abyssal?
Infernal and Draconic.
It sounds like somebody else's problem, not mine.
Wait.
No. I
No.
said Draconic, Elven, Goblin, and Sylvan.
Huzzah! That's a lot of languages.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You speak what? Orc?
Common, goblin,
I was
orc,
about to
and
speak
primordial.
Abyssal.
Yeah,
Wow, barbarians speaking all the languages.
Wait, what language?
Common, goblin, orc, and primordial.
Okay.
She's a learned barbarian.
Okay.
Open it
Trish did his thing. This is where you begin to hear the clattering and booming from upstairs, and a door slam open. Past that. And then we'll go right on into. She moves closer, and then into Sandwick. What are you doing?
Use my 2 poison daggers to help my party. I know I don't have assassinate or seem
Okay, hold on. Watch this. I want to know what the fuck do you mean by I'm gonna use my 2 poison daggers to help my party? Hey, you look.
No,
you look
I'm
like
dead.
you're dying.
Okay.
Finish.
Since she has the lower hit points, I'm gonna go to the hag nearest to her.
Okay.
Josh, I do want to say after rereading the spell, anything who enters the area that I cast
Are we
freeze
flanking
must
now?
make a dex saving throw or fall prone.
Here's the deal. Technically, you have to be on the flank unless you have pack tactics.
She's
And
up
let me
against
do.
a wall.
I understand that, but her back's against the wall, which means you can't technically flank her.
Because we can't lose our fucking healer, so.
No. It's mostly because of the fact that her back's up against the wall. It's a beautiful moment right here for me. Which I went, okay, cool. She's right here, and I move right here, and I ethereal down.
Yes, we kind of figured that out, Zach.
If I roll a nat 1, I'm gonna drink 2 painkillers and fucking die.
Here's the deal. Yeah, you can get it in. Not only that, but the thing is you know for a fact that you could reach in and probably hit a vital spot at some point in time, so you could probably get your sneak attack in because other people are harrying this motherfucker.
Okay.
Problem is you're not going to be able to get that beautiful one that you're always used to getting when they're not expecting it. They're kind of expecting it.
Yeah, I'm not going for a surprise, but since it's kind of mayhem right now.
Mayhem! Yes.
Yeah.
Chaos Rain.
Chaos Rain.
Beautiful.
Bad decisions.
I am the ancient, I am the land. So, what do you got for me? You moved.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to use up most of your movement. Shuffling.
But we're in such a
between-
tight window.
That's the point.
Yeah.
It's going to take 10 foot, 10 foot, 10 foot.
30 foot?
Yeah.
You have to
Because you have to shuffle between everybody and everything in here.
Okay.
Bear in mind.
Hold on. I should cut you off here, which technically you can't be in, which forces you back to the spot that you were in. On a benevolent DM, I'm going to let you move that, and we're going to call it 30 foot.
Okay.
See what I'm doing right here?
Yeah,
I'm trying to cut you some slack. So, 1 second. We're on his turn. So, you move your 30 foot. You have the ability to reach in and get some shankage, prison style, when nobody's expecting it, for the most part. What do you got?
So, I roll in that 21st, right?
You roll in that 20 first. So
No,
you get all
I
the
mean,
extra
I
damage.
roll a d20.
Yeah, no, but roll in that 20. Do it.
Please.
Please. Absolutely. 14 though. 14 plus what?
Plus, and hold on, let me go to my actions real quick.
4?
Plus 4. Wait, I'm using 2
That
dice,
hits. No. You get that first dagger in.
right? Okay.
That's 18.
18.
That hits. That's the first sinkage on the son of a gun.
And I have 2-handed proficiency.
She's higher.
It was like a thread from my.
Your
stuff.
daggers are not magical, are they? Or
Negative.
silvered?
Negative. I have 2 poison daggers.
Mm. DC on... What's the DC on that poison that they have there? It's 15 or 14? I do need to know that. It's actually a big difference.
I don't know how to tell.
So, wait. You go.
It should be in your... That's not in the... It's in your backpack. What are you doing here? Work, thank you. Jesus, inventory. Okay, here's the deal. You have no poison in your backpack.
I have a poisoner's kit. How do I know?
You haven't made any poison.
He said that.
I'm going to do this as a benevolent DM, as God. I'm going to say at least you have 1 here.
Okay. So for 1 dagger.
What I'm going to do is this. No, technically you 2 uses out of a poison. So 1 for each dagger. Done. That's all the poison you have until you make more. That means you have to go out in the woods and venture into those fucking woods to find more shit to make poison. What I'm going to do is this. Technically. I'm a 14.
I do
I
have...
should hold on. 14 I should pass. Because this player made will move it to a 15. Because once again, I'm do the thing. Which means that I'm going to do this. Oh shit! No, she instantly fails. She's like, "Ugh," and she like shuffles inward as you watch her sag a little bit. Even as a dungeon master, I do that every once in a while. It's not very often, but I do it. And you pull that dagger out of her ribs, and she shudders a little bit, and you're like, I could probably give her one more time. Yes, Tom Howard, he blesses my daggers.
Can I say
So it's
something?
glorious Tom Howard.
No, it is so glorious. Attack again.
What I was trying to say is I forgot that they must make a dex saving throw for creatures entering the area of Greece.
They were already in the area.
Well,
I haven't moved.
yeah, but it was also supposed to when I
It's
cast it.
entering the area, though.
Nope.
If they're already
when
in
the Greece appears, each creature standing in the area must make a dex. But I figured it, since that point had already passed, I
Benevolent
would just
DM.
say,
you're just covering people in Greece. This is the
Benevolent DM. I'm
I'm
not
using,
refuting anything you say. I just do have one question. What is the point of a poisoner's kit if nothing is in it?
Okay, watch
You
this.
have the stuff to make the poison.
you just don't have the materials or ingredients.
You don't have the root.
Watch this.
mushroom.
You've done enough jobs beforehand, and because we didn't do the thing beforehand,
So when you agreed that I poisoned my dagger tips,
that was your last usage of your poison
What
that you
you already
made
had
with
prepared.
your poisoner's kit.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that one has a healer's kit.
so you're
She can
agreeing
make
that like,
poisons. Oh,
this
hold on,
time-
potions, right?
Mhm.
And technically antidotes. You, with a poisoner's kit, can make fuck you poisons. That's the reason why you were like, oh yeah, that's wolfbane. That's the thing. You could go back
So-
after everything's dead and be like, wolfbane, I can use this as my poisoner's kit.
okay, so
Watch that. I even threw you a bone.
So I
because
should have collected that. I
Yes,
should
Zach,
have collected
poison
that
no
at that
more.
time.
But you're not in a place where you can just make more right now. I'm thinking about that.
If you want to stop in mid-combat and spend 10 minutes, make poison, that's on you.
I was trying to learn from
I will not stop you.
Future-
You might die.
future reference.
Tangent, nerd tangent.
Okay. What?
So what I was just saying is like I know it's already past the point for the initial.
No, because you're currently covering them because you tried to like change the spray of everything.
Mhm.
We're gonna ignore that.
Okay.
So you mostly just cover them in it instead of like slicking the ground beneath them.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
Cool. Are you bonus action doing the other hand?
I am hiding now.
Bonus action, hide. You can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And this mayhem that's going on. So
Okay.
D6, right?
No.
D20 plus your stealth.
20 plus self.
I have a question while he's going.
I have an answer for you.
When do I change my prepared spells during rest?
Anytime that you guys take a long rest, you can change your prepared spells. So last time when you guys rested, you can change your prepared spells. But the only thing you can't change is cantrips.
Yeah.
But I also gave you amazing cantrips.
Yeah.
So if you want to fight me about that one later, then I will let you
17.
change whatever I put up there.
17 plus
That hits.
4.
No, it's just 17.
Okay.
Hold on. To hit is 17 plus 4. For your damage, it's just going to be the D4.
Oh, I was doing stealth.
Oh, stealth? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, 17 plus 4?
Mhm.
Yeah, no. You duck through some combat, slip and slide a little bit. You hope that nobody's paying attention to you in the midst of all this fucking chaos. And then we'll just pass right on by you. Okay. That's right past Sandlake. Orby.
Me, finally I can heal!
I'm sorry.
You.
We're been trying to get to you.
Okay,
Yeah, remember, we're all still moving.
That's
can
me,
I
by the way.
Oh.
walk out the door?
You walk out the door. You're going to
He
take
straight up
2 attacks of
fuck
opportunity to do this.
I'm done.
Well, that's gonna kill me.
Fuck
so-
you, merman.
Can I move first? Or can I heal first?
Well,
Yes,
hey,
you can.
To be fair,
Alright, she mumbles, and it's really hard to hear.
speak up for the mic
Talking
too.
loud.
For the mic
This
too.
is me talking loud.
Hold on, no. Whoa. Are you touching yourself? Are you doing yourself?
Hey, I heard
It's a
you
D8.
dissing Black Panther earlier,
Oh.
so.
It is.
That's this one.
Yeah, and then I was gonna cast my
It's
bonus
cure
action
wounds.
after.
Cure wounds, not
I'm
heal
gonna
wounds.
do both.
Action, bonus action. Fuck you, guy. No.
Yeah.
I love it. No, this is the perfect healer.
Uh-oh.
She's just
Better
all,
healer didn't exist.
They're all too far away.
Josh. She's just copying me.
1 plus 7. 5.
See, but I'm okay.
Seven.
She's almost dead. You fucking covered us in grease.
What?
And I was like,
13.
You rolled a 7,
We haven't gotten to
No,
the second
I
part.
rolled a 1 and a 5. And then plus 7.
6. Yeah,
Plus
13.
Yeah.
13 hit points back on your action.
Like rapidly.
Heal.
Fuck!
Hell yeah. Okay. Oh, and I don't think that's enough health to walk past these 2 assholes.
You'd be surprised.
Run.
Is it worth the effort? Or will they hit me?
Realistically, they've smacked you pretty hard so far. It is completely up to the player's discretion, and I will not influence you in any way, form, or fashion when I say it's up to you. If you think you can hug chug past these guys, you're more than welcome to do so.
I'm gonna heal and then do it.
Just wanna ask back.
7 plus 7, 13.
I will be exploring.
Oh, up to full. Fuck it.
She's like, I am not dealing with this shit.
Overheal.
Over. Full. She
Now I run out.
glows with a little bit of light, like dim light.
Run out the fucking door. Fuck all y'all. This is your problem. You started this.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Just want a snack. You're high.
Me and Thieves can't. Hey guys,
This is
you want
20
power
hit you.
move?
Yes.
Now the question is, 16 hit you?
No.
Oh, look at you! Okay, I rolled boo boo on that one.
Ooh, for you or for
As
me?
it for me, not Thanks. You're still taking 8 points of damage.
That's fine.
Ha! You! Wait until I chase you out the door. Anyways, who said they had to be here? That one remembers seeing one of the old ladies that transformed into a hag in Barovia. Even laughter from the DM. Anyways.
Is it happy? Anything nerdy?
Okay, well, you moved. You did all your things, bonus actions, actions,
She'll just sit here and like roast us, or she'll try to be like, y'all
I was like,
fucked
so
up.
we have like a little date night thing. We find one for Andy too.
Wait, what?
You
We find someone
look
for you too.
delicious. So,
Like we could all have a
I know I did. Chat said so.
The thing about that, date night drunk and dragon.
Max, I swear to God, I'm not picking you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Are they?
That one
Are they?
hits.
Are they true?
No, hold on, watch this. That one hits no matter what you do about it.
Natural.
Does a 20 hit you?
Lower.
Yeah.
He's like, yes, of course. There's a lot
Okay.
of rolling going on.
10 for the crit.
For the crit.
Yeah, you're lucky. I rolled low. I'm also not rolling the right die, actually.
How are you not rolling the right die?
Because it's the D8, not D6. I'm just kidding. Okay, so. I can. Hold on, watch this. I clearly immediately make up for it by hitting you for 16. Roll 2 6s in a row. At least I didn't do that on crit, right?
Oh.
Hey, anybody here? Ooh. Praise Jesus. What's going on? I don't know. Are you alive still?
I have 9 hit points left.
Yeah, you're up. I didn't kill you. Wow.
Hey, you're doing better than how she was.
Chat,
earlier.
help.
I didn't mark my spell slot.
Send us energy of goodness, chat.
Pray. I don't pray, but you pray.
Pray deeply and
Pick a
heavy.
god and pray.
You okay?
Don't look at me.
I just looked over and just like,
I was fixing my freaking dress. Okay.
look! Yeah, I'm trying to fix it, okay? Stop giving me shit.
No, no.
I think it's
Why does it
about
look like you have a
falling
penis
out.
on your stomach?
Huh?
It looks like you have a penis on the stomach.
It's a
Yeah.
missile.
It's a missile.
It doesn't
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
cocksucker.
Lower
Yeah,
it down.
but when you pulled your shirt up, it was just
It's
the
just
You want to see my multiple penises?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got 3. They go into a skull and planes and all kinds of
Okay,
other
wait.
things.
I do have to ask a question.
I have to answer those at a later time. We're not in combat.
I was gonna say though, she's just trying to get you more views.
I was just trying to fix my dress and prove.
Hey, she could
Claire.
get us more views.
Claire, you're okay.
Abby could get us more views too.
I was
But she
just
just roast us.
I'm trying to break up some of the like I'm trying. I'm not. Yeah.
Like.
Go to sleep.
I can't be put to sleep with my cleric.
Zach, are you still here? Hit me up a chat whenever you let me know that you're still here, and then let me know whenever you fucking pop in.
Hold on, my turn's up right now, right?
There's an NPC. He's insane. You guys love him.
Hold on, I'm gonna go take care of my gear real quick.
I'll keep an eye on it. I'll let you
You
know.
want me to stop you around a little bit? That helps me actually.
No.
I'm not kidding. Like
Yes, he said
pop
yes.
right here.
Yeah, like I'm gonna go massage.
Josh.
But yeah, no, just pop it. Yep. Hey, Zach, are you ready to intervene, or do you want them to like, or do you want them to hit the
Your ass knocked over the
hit the shit a little bit more? It's okay. We're not going to O4, so we're good.
Yeah, we're
No,
leaving.
hopefully we're burning O4.
We are going to
Maybe
leave.
one of these days.
It's blue now because the ink.
You know what? If y'all don't like the meat, just tell me.
I finished mine.
Just write it down.
Zach is asking, do what?
You have your fucking NPC, you jackass. You're rogue. Do you want them to fucking intervene, or do you want them to wait until they're like haggard?
I already am. I'm back down to
You guys haven't even
You're all
haggard yet.
health.
No, I'm at 13 now.
Oh, no, hold on. The last time this happened, there was a barbarian that had like gauntlets of siege that like just like collapsed the whole thing on everybody.
That's horrible.
Yeah, no, it was a terrible idea. I love it. Bet you won't beat. Oh, sweet.
Where is my now?
Oh, we're just gonna
by
use
the
this for
way,
him because that
I'm
he's
super
the weird
squishy,
here.
so if you barely made it out of 2, I would have been dead. So, yes. dip, potato chip, grease.
So, so the mysterious stranger popped up.
Not yet.
Who activated
We're
that?
getting there. We're getting there. Zach, I got you with the bees. Remember the weird angle that I was talking about at one point in time? I got you. Okay, so she moves forward in time.
Bees.
I'm sorry, every time I hear bees, I keep thinking of Nicolas Cage.
Dijkstra, it's you. Oh, are you trying to use the bathroom?
Yes,
If you got to, then go.
I'll do it. I can do
I
that.
trust you.
Oh god.
That is the weirdest.
Oh.
How's it feel?
That's a lot better.
I've had tinnitus for years, baby. I just know. I just know the weirdest things.
Alright, so I'm
It
right
sounds
here.
weird, but it works.
No,
This is you. Yes. That is a hack. That is you are face to face with. It's just an ugly. And that one is at full everything because he's bless you.
Wait, let me make sure my bubble butt doesn't.
Just to make sure you know, I do have my silver longsword out.
Yes, you do.
With,
You have crimson right on it too.
Yes. So I'm gonna make a slashing while trying to. Can I like jump backwards at the same time?
There is. Yes, you can.
And like,
Don't know he's there actually. So 110%.
am I gonna run into him?
You don't know he's there, so yes, you can make it backwards. Fucking.
Fuck it, I'll do it.
Okay. Let's not metagame this. Woo.
17.
It is.
Okay, so that will be.
It is silvered, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Everybody!
D10.
D8, one-handed, right? All right. Unless you say otherwise, I'll always assume it's one-handed.
8. Plus crimson right, which is a
D4. D plus D4. Huzzah!
6.
6. You do necrotic damage, correct?
Oh, plus 3, so 9.
9 points of damage. She bleeds. Black hickory, purpley blood.
Ew.
As you dart backwards and dexterity saving throw. As you trip over somebody who is nicely tucked behind a barbarian and you in the midst of combat. 8. And completely trip over him.
Great. Quick question, where's the doorway at? Alright, then I'm gonna use my bonus action to stand up.
That sounds like 3 days ago.
Not
I do want to say I would have run out where I could still see through the doorway, but I'm just that far away.
Fair enough?
Thank you.
Alright.
I have my last thing.
He has the last bit of movement. You can stand up because I'm going to do that
Yes,
for
and
him.
my final is on basics.
By the way, I've
that's
almost
the
blown
end
my
of his
load
turn.
on first level spells.
I have 4 spells on the first level.
I just my entire poison's kit.
I got 1 first level spell slot I can use, and I got all my second levels.
Hey,
Okay, we start back at the top of the round.
between me and you, DM,
Yep.
what do I need to make more poison?
Poison stuff.
Poisonous vegetation.
Poisonous vegetation.
Or anything that could be made poisonous, realistically.
I mean, technically enough
There's
medicine.
a lot of stuff that can be boiled down into poisons.
So mainly venturing
So,
into the woods and
Technically
looking
can
for
be boiled down into poison if you have enough of it.
Also, enough medicine can become poison.
Does a 10 hit you?
I hope not.
that. What
I'm
was
very
the most Randy? Was
Does
that
12?
No.
Artificers?
Artifice.
Why can I not hit the barbarian? And I'm
It's
being
the
honest with
barbarian.
all my rolls right now. Why can I not hit the
So
barbarian?
Rogan.
The
She's
easiest
hot.
one hit out of everybody.
Never touched
She's
before.
just, yeah. Huzzah.
Dancing to the music. Of the
Dancing
sound.
to the music.
She's like drunken fist dodging shit.
For real right now.
Fabulous. Just angry teddy bears that are hunting their dreams. I want them gone.
She's fighting on an LSD trip.
She's doing better than all of us.
She's at a Woodstock right
I
now.
don't know, I'm doing pretty good right now.
Okay, that one fucks off, but this one drops in.
No, I was telling you where.
I understand that. Hold on, I have to fucking calculate something real quick. Okay, nobody's gonna like me for that one, but alright. Well, I'm gonna take the she's funny stuff, but I'm like, who's this one right here?
Shogun.
That's no one. That's a goblin. We thought that was a hag. So there's only 2.
There are 3 hags, but one of them fucked off.
Oh, he was our tour guide for Strahd's Castle.
Was one of the ones that fucked off the one I hit?
Yeah, they go ethereal. Can try.
No,
As
I'm
an
saying,
attack of opportunity, you're more than welcome to.
No, I'm
I'll
saying-
even give you advantage.
no, I'm saying
What
earlier.
happened to the one that I greased?
You see a form, and it disappears, and Grease just
No,
slaps on
I'm
the
talking
floor.
about the one I hit earlier with my poison dagger.
If it was that one that fucked up.
Yeah, that was the one that fucked off.
That's the one that fucked off.
Okay.
And there's one that, and you're like, oh! And you're like, no, you're behind me. That's not how this works. Okay, let's move right on to Lyra. I can read. Kind of. I do marine things, but I can read. Right? Zach, tell him I can read.
He wasn't 033.
What's the infantry? Actually, it was something advanced. So.
Yeah, I mean, they taught him
2171. Electro-optical ordnance repair technician. That's a whole mouthful.
in MOS and nobody remembered.
No one cared about realistically. Oh, did I make everything fucking work? Absolutely.
He
You
still
really
went
give a shit about me?
Marsoc. He still went Marsoc.
That's
Only
a
for a
hag.
year. Well,
He went Marsoc.
Yes.
Not the close one, but that one right there.
that's a hag.
Okay.
You can't see that though.
Right.
You
No,
can't see either
just
one
the
of
one
them.
that I saw just poofed and.
Yeah, that one like through the door. You're like, oh, oh, it's gone.
So then, what I want to do is
You
I
can
want
shoot
to.
fire into there and hit and light Grease on fire. That's the thing. It's gonna light her on
Probably
fire.
heard him with all these glasses.
Here's what I was gonna do then.
You're gonna light
Was-
him on fire too.
No.
I have what 60 feet, or that I can move for 30 feet.
Do you want to get that?
With
Sure.
Josh. Josh. 30 feet. Would that give me enough to move
so
over and
much.
see anything else?
And Alex?
5, 10,
I have a Dr.
15,
Pepper in the fridge. Can you
20,
give me one too?
25.
Yeah.
That should do it right there.
Okay.
You should be able to see this hag at 25. At 30, you're not going to see anything else.
Does that one look damaged or hurt or anything?
Good job being like the human. It's like, stay alive.
I don't get
They need me.
that.
You covered everybody
As they're all
else's.
dying inside the
I mean, that is.
They need
But that's pure wizardry.
Yeah,
so
so I
I'm like,
can't die instantly. I can heal y'all once I get the fuck
I
out.
think that's
So can I.
everybody's kind of playing to the thing that they should be playing to. Because if I was a wizard, I'd be like,
No! Especially since I was in
Waiting
the
outside
middle of
the
it all.
BJ.
you're lucky that I'm not playing and I don't have fireball.
If y'all get out, I can attack the things, but I can't
But then
attack
again,
you
I'm
inside.
also the asshole that would attack.
Because I have spells that will hurt y'all.
So I mean, like, it is what it is. So,
Determined. They need me.
But does that one that I can see look damaged or hurt at all?
no.
No.
It looks nice and fresh, according to what you can see from a distance at
Ornaments are
night.
very important.
Like no signs of like shit. I just
You
got
are-
right there.
Nope.
Okay.
It is a hair that will not go.
Then I will cast Chill Touch on it.
You know, it's your
It's not, it's yours actually,
Oh, yeah,
Paz.
you're right here.
Yeah.
You cast Chill Touch, which is a what?
It is a roll that I have to make.
Oh, it's an attack roll. I forgot about
17.
that. That hits.
Alrighty. So then, let's see, that's 1d8 necrotic.
It does 1 point of exhaustion, if I remember correctly.
That is, right
Oh,
here.
that's the other one.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hold on.
This one, though, it says on a hit, the target takes 1d8 necrotic damage and it can't regain hit points until the start of my next
There
turn.
it is.
And it takes 4 points of damage.
Okay, it takes it, shrugs it. For the most part, it looks highly untouched. It's definitely seen better days, like maybe like 3 minutes ago.
And then Lyra will yell, then Lyra will yell again, "Get the fuck out of there!" And that's my turn.
When you do that, you feel a clasp on your shoulder, and you hear bees.
Really?
Bees?
You're a lifesaver.
And you turn, and there is a human male standing there. He's a little bit taller than you, gaunt,
Just being at the end of the table.
holding a cane.
I know you're
He
so
seems to be
high
waving it
right now.
around like this, and then smacks it on a bangle on his arm that like shimmers and goes around, and when he does, a bunch of ethereal bees come out of it, and they're like into the hut. As you guys are sitting there, all of a sudden a bunch of spectral bees just into the hut.
Oh.
It immediately begin just attacking the hags. And they're like, "Ah!" And you hear from the outside a cackling that you've never heard before. And it's like, I suggest you run faster than a wolf that's been caught on fire.
I'm still hidden, right?
And whenever you turn around, that person's just like, I don't know what's going on. And it just steps into the darkness.
Lyra just looks very confused.
Somebody leave me out.
I got a question. Alex, do you get into D&D because of him?
Yes.
I got into D&D because of her.
I still have no
I
idea.
also asked nicely. How dare you leave me out of that? I asked very nicely if you wanted to come play.
No. What I'm saying though is like,
Yes, I understand. Because
I knew
there's
she
connection.
did, and that was like her thing to me. But when you invited me, I was like, you know what? I want to get involved.
I want to be. I want to.
Okay, Josh is the one. Josh is the one who got me. Okay.
Nobody is.
You know what?
Okay.
Claire was a side note.
Wow.
You know this is going on YouTube for
The
later.
only
viewing,
chat
right?
knows that.
It's for YouTube for later.
Is that gonna be a highlight for YouTube?
For real.
Chat, come see my new coming podcast the next 2 weeks. All the way up until I deploy.
Zach done fucked off again. What a dick.
You know, it'd be really funny. If I made
So Zach completely misses what his character does. So this is about to become utter chaos here in a moment. This is where combat ends for a moment. And for a slight moment, there's a rumbling. And you guys are like, what the fuck is going on? As you, once again, see a crazy figure approach the side right here, who's wearing gauntlets now. He kind of like shuffles his hands into them, and they're like way oversized for what he's doing. He's like, this thing's not supposed to be standing. And he starts punching it, and the whole thing starts rumbling. You guys have 2 rounds to figure out what the fuck you guys are doing if you guys are still in here.
I'm running.
Yeah, I'm running.
So attack of opportunity.
Well, she would have seen what was going on too outside, right?
Somebody please take me.
Josh?
What do you have running?
Sorry.
5, 10,
Can I
15, 20, 25,
can I grab Citra and pull her as I leave? I use help.
No, hold on. This whole rumbling thing is like no bueno. Like you're like, no, it's fucking up my vibe right now. You are more than welcome to try to make a run out of here.
I tried to run. I don't like the vibe in this house
5,
anymore.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You follow all the good-looking teddy bears.
Because they're being carried by bees, they don't get to make an escape, which is unfortunate. As you walk out, there's just a gaunt dude in studded leather armor with a cane, like, cinched onto his back, who's just, with these oversized gauntlets, just slapping, basically, literally slapping inside this house. And he's, like, giggling maniacally. And as you guys exit, he goes, and just starts like poking it. And whenever you see that, you see the thing lean a lot more towards him. And he just doesn't care as he keeps poking it. And he keeps poking it, poking it, poking it until it like leans way too heavily, like where it should start to collapse. And he's like, hangs him on his belt and just fucks off into the line.
Oh.
And you hear, bees jerkers. As he just leaves. You guys, everybody's mind is just like,
Lyra's just...
you guys have 3 rounds to decide what you're doing right now.
We're gonna run towards where we
Up
saw
to
the
the
You're gonna run towards,
where we saw the crows originally.
I cast...
that is
Past
towards the, you're gonna have to, watch this, you're gonna have to, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, you're gonna start making your way towards the woods. When you look, there are no crows anywhere to be seen. None of them are making calls.
Yeah,
and
maybe
business.
not.
Nope, none of
Okay,
that.
and then can we just like backpedal like
Fuck off.
away?
Like
Back
5,
to the
10,
road.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Back
Yeah,
to the
let's
road.
just leave the window behind.
Are we just fucking off?
What I'm gonna do is provide cover and fire and cast Scorching Ray at the building and inside.
Tackle. Huzzah! Supreme, you just neck.
Is that one of your friends?
Nope.
Woohoo!
Supreme, you the
I
neck. They survived by the skin of their fucking
Same,
teeth.
same.
And by, like, literally not fighting right now.
Cheers.
By the way,
We'll drink to that.
hold on. This is the first time ever that anybody went, wow, I'm way in over my head, and left during this campaign and didn't die. And I am extremely proud of everybody here.
Barely.
So Josh,
Like the
knew we
skin
would
of my
die.
teeth.
Josh.
He knew.
The skin
Are
of
you
my
level 6?
No.
Okay.
Then why?
Hold on, by the way, this is meant for all of you guys at level 4.
Wait, I'm not.
No, this is a struggle. This struggle bus is meant for you guys at level 4.
So we're under level for the challenge. That
You
can't
guys
happen.
are until a little bit.
I don't have anything he
It's
does.
him.
I know.
But
But my first roll is a 12 to hit.
Is that water?
okay,
Next one is a
That's a
16,
It's vodka.
and it just keeps getting better. So
Get that last round.
12, 16, 21 for hits on those 3 Scorching Rays.
You watch this, the wizard just like steps off, like slings him off right through the doorway.
hell yeah.
You watch this bitch catch fire for a little bit, and as it starts to gain, all of a sudden just.
Poofs out of existence.
And you watch as the building.
He didn't like that.
And I'm running away as I'm casting this shit.
They're magical in nature. You can do like all kinds of weird, crazy stuff with them. I'm sorry. I love you guys.
What?
We
I
we
was hoping that you guys would be like, oh wait, if we just go north a little bit, and then you'd be like, oh wow, this goes west.
so
Zach's
Zach's back. 9 followers, buddy. Good job. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. I love you guys. Everybody who's ever participated in all the other fun stuff, you put it in the chat. I'm more than willing to add it to all the crazy stuff that's going on right now.
Please don't kill us.
I'm not trying to kill anybody. If you
Yes,
put it in there that I should kill them,
Not
then
do that.
then I have to ignore that. But
Just
like,
barely. Lucky that
We
he
get
didn't
it.
hit me.
I can do this too.
He didn't hit me.
so
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I can only
can
do
we
it.
take since we're appropriately far away? Can we take a long rest to heal everybody?
Where?
Y'all don't deserve it.
Okay, watch this. You guys haul ass for a little while back down the road, right? Down the hill.
Right out the gate.
Then there's the fork,
Go
and
north.
it's night.
Take a nap.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
You guys are more than welcome to short rest.
Why not?
I
Do
would
we
be
have
happy
any
for a short
If you
rest.
are, yes, you can. You spend hit dice to get health back. You can't get spell slots back on short rest.
Well, I
If you guys want to just straight up camp right here, you're more than welcome to.
We can do that and then end it because it's already been done.
Yeah, you don't want to do that?
Most of us work tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
I do a short rest and I use my arcane recovery to at least get a spell slot back.
We're gonna do
Okay,
one
we're
rest.
doing a long rest.
Oh,
Oh,
you said short
Oh.
rest.
You said
We
short.
changed it.
Long rest?
She's saying long rest.
Oh,
Well, hold on,
yeah.
watch this. This is up between the group. It's starting to get late.
Yeah.
I have work. You have
I
work. You have work. You have work.
Me and the DM have work at 8 in the morning, so.
Huzzah! And I have a math test. That's actually quite important that I have to do. But you know what? I don't care about
And
it.
I'm praying. I
Huh?
am praying.
Calculus.
I'm praying, chat, that Tristan, our coworker, brings some glazed donuts again.
Why don't you pick
Why don't you pick up the donuts yourself?
Yeah.
or you have them
Mhm.
delivered to the
Okay,
office?
I'll probably
got a
crash
car?
on the way, but I will try.
I have a gym appointment at 6 in the morning.
Appointment
I got lab
with a
tomorrow.
man named Jim.
Okay, but everybody who is paying attention
Rude.
on
young
Saturday.
man. Rude.
How is it rude?
By the way, hold on. Before we quit out real quick, I want to ask, what time can we start on Saturday? I actually need to know that because if I'm making Barilla for everybody,
I work till 12.
okay, you're noon. You're good to go.
I'm cleaning probably up until 3 o'clock.
3. It's late.
I will text you when the
You
phone is,
need
or
to-
I'll actually tell you tomorrow at work.
If you can get out of that.
Yeah.
If you can get out of that,
So like I
When
need to know when
can
it
you be
starts, and I'll be there for a good hour, and then I'll be like, okay, we need to go.
okay, like, what's the time frame on that?
That's
When does it begin?
That's
Yeah.
the thing. I don't know since I've been doing DLC and mobilization stuff. I'm not involved.
You're killing me. My guy.
Just tell them you got
Andy,
you
you're
got
free all the
mobilization
time.
stuff to do, and you did that.
That's what
You
I'm
have
If
a
I
lap
get-
tomorrow.
I have a
The
laptop.
thing is, I already paid
You
the
have-
leave for it,
Yeah.
Well, hold on. You should have already done your final
so I might as well
lap
get the meal
We're a week
out of it,
behind.
and then dip as soon as the meal.
for always with a week behind bullshit.
Well, that's because earlier this year.
Y'all just putting our business out there.
All right, how about this for chat? More than likely, we'll be starting at about 7 as per usual. My time,
Central.
Central Time, Texas time, baby. But
Texas.
hey hoes. For everything that's going on, let's all sign off. A good night from
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Listen.
I'll wear a normal shirt, I promise.
It's gonna be extra baggy
This
for
is
you
gray
guys.
shirt featuring. his
I
yellow line.
fucking won't.
Bye, Zach.
Goodbye, Zach. Bye, everybody.